Good afternoon, everybody. Today is an absolutely wonderful, beautiful Sunday, and that's because we've got another Persona Fight Club monthly tournament coming right at you. I'm Necrogafal, and I'm joined here by Grimflash. Grim, say hello.
Hello everybody, Grimflash here. We got another PFC monthly, another exciting tournament for you all. And yeah, I know this tournament is going to be a blast. We got a lot of killers in this bracket and a lot of new faces too. Always love to see that for this amazing game for sure. How about you, Necro?
Oh, 100% agreed. It's always good seeing old faces and new coming together, clashing in a game that is about halfway along the way to legal drinking age. So it's great, and we've got plenty more content coming for you later. And also, stay tuned because we got a very special announcement coming right before Grand Finals today. So before that, we got plenty of matches to get into. So get ready, sit back, enjoy the ride, grab some popcorn, your preferred snack of choice, and let's get into some matches here.
Yeah, for sure. And our first match here is going to be Draco up against Captain Av. So two veteran players in our tournaments here, or just in Persona tournaments in general. You know, Draco been grinding out their Minazuki, I believe, in Florida. I know Lox has been telling me a lot about them, gassing them up a lot. And I know Captain Av, too, has been grinding this game a lot. Like, at the nights, you would see Captain Av just playing games after games against a bunch of people. It's like both these people put a lot of time into grinding, and we're going to see the results of their hard labor here.
100%. I want to give a special shout out to Captain AV over here. We go all the way back to Vanilla together, so just want to give a special shout out to him as well, and Draco too. I mean, we got two character specialists, and both not seeing too much play. I think ever since 2.5 came out, I feel like Minazuki's usage rate has dropped a little bit, and of course Akihiko has always been definitely a character pick of love. So got two people who really love their characters, and I'm excited to see how they're gonna play this one out here.
Yeah, for sure. Where are the bets? You know what? Let's get that started right now. And as we get started into the character select right here. You know, no surprises here from the characters.
At least I hope so. We were just gassing up their Aki and their Mina respectively, so it's good to go. So we got Captain AV rocking the player 1 slot over here, Draco sliding into player 2. Grim, what are you expecting to see from this matchup?
What I'm expecting to see here, so Captain Av is going to have a bit of trouble trying to get in here, so this is going to be the real issue here. So how Captain Av rushes down here is going to be really the big, important make or break here in this match.
Let's see how we're getting started here. Playing a little bit of footsies to start. Of course, Cap's slowly trying to make his way in. Of course, these long sword normals that Minazuki's got running off are going to be posing a bit of a problem, but not too much because Captain does have the corner. Gold burst, middle of pressure. Was not able to get the hit there, so he's still rocking only 32 meter now, and then just a bit more scramble happening.
But nice counter hit right there. As Captain Av finally makes their way in, gonna get the pressure started, but jumps the grab.
Not a bad move.
What a bait on the DP, but no punish.
It's very good. It's all about conditioning in the early rounds with Akihiko and seeing how it goes. That was a very smart move to counter the Persona normal from Minazuki there, but didn't get the corkscrew, and now he's gonna eat at least 3.3, and that'll be all because Draco drops the combo. Now Draco's trying to reset neutral a little bit here, forcing Cap to chase him down, risking negative penalty at the same time. But now we're getting back into it.
Yeah, here we go. Both players in Awakening, so a lot can change right here. Nice combo here. But we're going to pop the Lightning Fist. Bad DP, and this just might be lights out here for Draco here in the first round. Oh, but the drop! Oh. Nice. I really like how Captain Av has been using the weave to dodge those DPs, and it's been working out quite a lot for them in this first round right here.
100%. Anytime I see Thunder Fist, I'm a happy camper. Oh, it's a beautiful JC to start really just the Oki setup for him, and the reset with the grab, a little bit of American reset style. Tries to go for a little bit more cheese with that AOA on the wake up, but gonna take a little 2K for it. Okay, Draco running back in and taking another forced, yeah.
Bad burst, yeah. Yeah, Captain Av took that first game really cleanly right there.
It's part of the fun when you're dealing with Akihiko. Is like, you know, everybody thinks he's not exactly the best character, but if he gets rolling, he gets rolled. Kind of like an unstoppable train. Sisyphus losing track of the boulder. Let's see how Draco responds to this. I think a lot of micro engagements went Draco's way in that first set there. I don't really think he did anything too poorly. I think maybe controlling the DP a bit more, trying not to get a little too frazzled. I know it's hard with Akihiko because he's always in your face and he doesn't want to leave, but taking it down, trying to see if he can slow the pace a little bit, maybe zone out with a little bit more of those JDs and J2Ds.
Absolutely, yeah. Just throwing out the knives as well. Just trying to like control the pace of the match. That's how you make this a lot more in your favor. And oh my god, that 2B, such an amazing anti-air from Akihiko. You do not want to get hit by that at all.
Definitely. And look how Captain is kind of choosing his spots to go in, right? He's perfectly fine backing up and letting Draco kind of feel the pressure a little bit. But Draco's got the corner now and see what he does with it.
Oh, okay. What they do with it is get anti-aired, whips the DP again, immediately had to burst there. Oh, nice catch on the roll, forcing Captain Av to burst here. Now Captain Av, this is their opportunity to get their pressure started, get the combos rolling, but unfortunately that was a weird confirm, so not much.
Let's get a crouch confirm on that rolling JB there. Oh, we have the 5D coming out that allows him to stay in place, and that's a lot of assault dives. Crazy 4.4 combo off of that conversion. Nice move from Captain.
Absolutely, yeah. Made sure to do as much damage as they could to make sure that Draco did not get Awakening, which is so important in this game that when you're playing against a non-Shadow character, you need to make sure that ideally you deny them Awakening because then they don't get the defense buff and they also don't get access to the additional supers they have. But speaking of which, Draco's in Awakening now, so they might be able to take advantage of it if Captain App doesn't steamroll them here with a perfect. Wow.
Captain said, screw your game plan, and I'm going in. I got 2 fists, and I'm not afraid to use them. What a dominating second game from Captain, and he moves on.
Absolutely. Captain Av took that set very convincingly. It was a very good set, but Captain Av definitely going to be moving on there now with the very, very amazing match there.
Wonderful, wonderful work.
Absolutely.
See, that's kind of the issue when you're fighting against, I guess, really all characters in this game that have, like, less representation, so to speak. I mean, not a lot of people are playing normal Akihiko. If they're playing Akihiko at all, they're playing Shadow. But Captain is stuck through with the normal type Akihiko pretty much since 2011 when the game first came out back in vanilla, and I mean it's showing. A lot of just very familiar with his buttons and refusing to let Minazuki do what Minazuki does, which is kind of oppress you with those Persona normals. He just said, nope, screw that. I've got counters, I've got rushes, I've got corkscrews, and I've got very fast buttons, and I'm not dealing with any of that pressure.
Absolutely, yeah. How Captain App pilots the character absolutely is very nice to see, and I always love seeing them play, or even getting the opportunity to play against them when I get the chance at times.
Oh, truly. It's great stuff. Just taking a gander over at the bracket here. Just noticed that Thun Lunk took his set over Buncho Burrito, 2-0. So congrats to Thun for moving on. And we'll be seeing them shortly.
Yeah, reminder fellas, if you want to check out the bracket, be sure to type in !bracket so you get the link to it. But speaking of chat commands, the most important one, if y'all are in here, I know y'all know about the Matcherino, so be sure to type in !Matcherino in the chat. If you're watching, you better claim that coupon code right now. Make sure you're supporting our players, making sure they are getting their bag while they're playing in this amazing tournament, and help the folks out. You want to show your love? This is how you do it. And you don't even need to spend a dime as long as you're claiming those coupon codes, doing those sponsor quests. But, of course, if you're feeling a little rich, you want to spend some money in your pockets, please, by all means, donate however much you like to the pot. Support our players.
100%. It'd be greatly appreciated. And again, claim those codes. I'm not going to start chanting it, but you get the drill. If you want to start chanting it, go ahead. Just be sure to claim the codes.
Alright, so up next, we're going to be having Hero going up against Myrmiddon. Yep.
That's right. Now, remind me, who does Myrmiddon play again?
I believe they play either Sho or Minazuki. I always forget.
Got you. Okay, that'd be fun to see a Sho player.
Yeah, no, they play both, actually, so we're going to see who they play.
Nice. Of course, that does change up the game plan for Hero a little bit. You know, rocking that, I guess, steady presence with that, the Heartless Armed Angel over there, but... For Myrmiddon, how are we thinking that, oh, well, we have the Sho as opposed to the Minazuki on the screen, so, let's see. For Myrmiddon, how would you suggest that they try to get in, essentially? I mean, I know Sho, as opposed to Minazuki, has got access to the feints, so they're able to dodge certain projectiles, if I recall correctly, and also dodge specific hits if they're able to break pressure. But they don't really have much by way of projectiles as opposed to those knives. And I guess is very floaty.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so I think we're just about ready to get the match started right now.
All right, guess we'll see. And of course, Minazuki's got the teleport. Minazuki might have a few more buttons to deal with that, but in that concern, you're kind of worried about Persona breaks, whereas of course Sho doesn't have that issue.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right, so we're going to be getting the stream match started right now.
Perfect. Let's see it. Also, it seems that Saino has advanced over Bon Jovi. Fantastic names.
Yeah, that's Bonch. Yeah.
that's Bonch. God damn it, Bonch. It says 0-0 on the screen, so I guess he forfeited.
Yeah, Bonch unfortunately did have an issue where they probably were not going to make it, so I don't think they might have at best been DQ'd losers, but at worst, I would want to see them play at least.
Oh, 100%. And Bonch has definitely leveled up on their Narukami in the past couple of months, and just always a great competitor.
Absolutely.
I know people will drag him for the role, Bonch, but seriously. Okay, so we do see the show pop out for Myrmiddon. I guess. And maybe part of it's also the knowledge factor of it. I don't know how. I imagine Hero's a bit more familiar fighting Minazuki than they are fighting Sho.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like Hero plays Aegis, a character that is very well known for being able to control space relatively well, both with her mobility and bullets. And like playing Sho, you're gonna have to make sure you make good use of the dodge and your mobility to work around that and then get it and enforce your mix-up. So that's gonna be the main challenge for Myrmiddon right here.
Absolutely. And though I guess those dashes that Sho has as opposed to Minazuki definitely help control for DP and for any of the emergency options that Aegis has, but it's still a tough go. Even the way forced to burst early, was able to get the knife just to sort of stop the onslaught for a little bit, but Aegis, Hero continuing the pressure. But Myrmiddon keeping the pressure going right now, getting a little bit of a hit here. Not so much to finish the combo and force a knockdown. Now Aegis, alright, Aegis is keeping it going.
Those bullets are really good at catching a lot of the dive attempts that Myrmiddon has been going for. And here we go now, Hero landing a full combo. This is going to be Oki here right after, but baits the DP just by walking forward.
Sometimes the scariest move you can do is no move at all, and that is a pretty convincing first round for Hero, but of course we're still not quite done with this game.
Absolutely, yeah. Still an opportunity for Myrmiddon to turn this around. Still an opportunity for Myrmiddon to get their Vortex going. Both of these characters actually have very strong Vortex, so like whoever gets the first blood here right here and gets this Oki setup definitely has like a huge advantage. Just as Hero has right here, just hasn't even been touched yet. I'll bet I spoke too soon.
Finally getting a little bit of corner pressure though. It's something we got to keep in mind for moving forward. Nice 2-way pressure. I think both players definitely need to watch their feet a little bit. Getting caught by those lows and converting into massive damage as a result.
Yeah, gotta protect them Jays. Do not let anybody scuff them up, for real.
Exactly. You can't head over to Flight Club and get more of those, and looks like that's...
Yeah,
Myrmiddon's being sent to the Flight Club in the sky right now.
Myrmiddon got roughed up right there by Hero with them taking the first game right here.
It's always scary too when you're going up against an Aegis player. And as soon as they're in Orgia, I mean, everything becomes a 50-50. Are they going to run at you? Are they going to hit you with an instant overhead? Are they going to hit you with a low? All of it leads into 3.5k. And that's not even including the variety of cross-up options that they have at the same time. I mean, Hero could simply walk up and then do a what's the thing called? Like an evasive dash to basically just hop behind you. Not to mention triangle jumps or any of the more advanced Aegis tech. But Hero keeping it simple right now and just forcing Myrmiddon to situations where they have to block. And, you know, Sho players don't have a lot of health. And they got 2 swords. They don't like blocking.
Yeah, absolutely. But at the same time, Sho does also have the same mix themselves. So, like, they can cross you up. They can go low overhead on 4 sides. They got the 4-way mix, too. So, once Myrmiddon gets their, like, game started, which we might have saw right there if they were able to get the low confirm. But there we go. The crossover starting. The game begins. But also, we just saw the Orgia backdash from Hero there, which is actually a very important defensive tool to keep in mind, as you cannot backdash on Wake Up in this game, except Aegis can in Orgia, which is a very, very strong defensive tool to have that Myrmiddon has to be aware of.
I don't know how many times I've tried to meaty Hero and he just did exactly that, and I go, oh god, I keep forgetting. No, but notice even too that Orgia backdash. Let's see, quite cruel burst pops out here. We'll keep that note for later. Luckily, no meter to kill with the super, but this is gonna hurt so much. Gotta watch out for the
one mix-up away and the overhead. Yeah, did not protect the dome.
Not protect the dome. Back on that point, I mean, the Orgia backdash, we saw Myrmiddon come in and use Minazuki's mobility options to sort of tag her, but not able to get something more consistent. But even where that chip kind of works out, and you might find a situation where Hero will choose to simply just take a little bit of damage, knowing that nothing substantial is going to come out of it. Grabs through the feint. Fantastic play by Hero over here.
Absolutely, yeah. Hero's just been on a roll here. Just once they've gotten their touch, they've been able to keep their momentum for a very long time here. And even when you think it's snatched, Hero just takes it back in an instant. But we might just see Myrmiddon clutch this comeback, perhaps.
Essentially, nice use of the hover. He just gets DP into this guy for it.
Great
Nope, no persona.
But still, Hero is still going to be a menace with the Orgia mode. With all the mix and such, just got 100%. One touch away here, so...
Just throwing grenades out. Definitely have to be very careful. Obviously, you can't just be going in and dashing. And now, stuck in a situation where he has to block, chooses to feint, gets obliterated by missiles.
Yeah, here you saw how Hero there just decided to not take any risks, back away, just turtle out, and then seal the game that way. Very smart play.
Honestly, I respect it. I hate it, but I respect it. It's fine. And, you know, good luck to Myrmiddon and, well, Myrmiddon and Draco both. I mean, we've got the Sho and Minazuki representatives. Kind of with pretty tough individual matchups, I would say. So, but luckily, hopefully they can, you know, continue their run in the losers bracket here.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's always the worst feeling when your first match of the tournament ends up being a 6-4 in their favor. But you know, that's what happens when you choose a character like Sho, which is totally fine.
I mean, it's fine. Like, they definitely had a really good showing with Sho. Yeah. No pun intended. But again, it is double elimination, so at the very least, we do have an opportunity to see them again, quite potentially in the losers half of top 8, so it is not over for them just yet. Just a minor setback, but as long as you keep that mental strong, there's always an opportunity to turn it around for sure.
Exactly, exactly. Looking around the bracket right now, we have is that Panxut 2-0 over the Warrior. We've got Jordan taking it 2-0 over Guy 9997, and we have Aurha taking it 2-0 over Barnstormer. So good luck to the rest of those players in losers bracket, and good luck to the players. And congrats to the ones who made it out alive. So
yeah, for sure. Well, everybody's alive so far because it's only the beginning.
Exactly. Now we're just waiting on two final rounds final matches of round 1. We got Dstar versus Luke Sky. That's the 1 versus 16 seed is listed, and then we have Thun and Panxut. Oh, didn't that already happen? Might be a glitch. I thought Thun already beat Panxut Burrito.
I thought so too. I think it was reset by Buster. So
I see.
We got Buster running the bracket right now. So shout out to our bracket runners for real. They help make everything possible on the back end.
They're the unsung heroes of this. We just get paid to talk. Well, granted, we're not even getting paid, but if we were, it's a little easier than all the hard work that the crew behind the scenes goes. So give a big round of applause to them.
For sure, for sure. Alright, so with that, as we're waiting for the round 2 matches on stream to get set up, reminder, we do have a match arena, so if you're sitting around here chillaxing, relaxing, make sure that you type in ! in the chat right now, so that way you can add some money into the pot. Let's see, I forgot to finalize Draco and Av. Swear I did.
It's listed on the challenge.
I did, yeah. Definitely have to just... Alright, there we go. We got our stream match set up right now, so it's going to be Aurha versus Thun Lunk.
Boom. A little bit of Aegis action, a little bit of Yukari. Sorry, Labrys. Pardon me. I'm sorry, Aurha.
Yeah, definitely an interesting match here. Our first NA versus EU match right here.
That's right, yeah. Thun's stateside, if I'm not mistaken. And where's Aurha based out of?
Aurha is in the UK, if I'm pretty sure.
UK. Oh, same with Dstar. Oh, so we have two of the robotic killing machines being represented by people from the UK. Very nice. Yeah, now it's pretty fun. Sorry, I don't mean to step on your toes here. What were you saying?
You're good. You go ahead, buddy.
Oh, sure. Well, thank you, my friend. Friendship. So, it's just gonna say, I mean, it's a pretty... we know what to expect, I think. We've seen two very high quality, what's it called, Labrys and Yukari players in Aurha and Thun, respectively. We know what they can do. They're both fantastic. Thun especially has really been putting in the work and giving everybody fits on that Yukari. And of course, Labrys definitely wanting to find a way in, and I mean, you have some options with that, with the chain knuckle and everything, and some pretty decent pretty decent air normals to try and stop any extra jumping. But of course, Yukari's got backflips, and Yukari does not want to be anywhere near you at any point. So, how are you thinking she's going to proceed in this matchup?
It's definitely going to be a very interesting matchup for sure here, as Aurha's going to have to work on rushing down against Yukari, who again is a very mobile zoner. But once you get in Aurha's Labrys definitely packs in the damage, especially like once they get up to Red Axe, it's going to hurt for sure. Absolutely,
though. Of course, got to get a little bit creative. Just because Thun likes to jump around doesn't mean that Thun is bad at defense. Thun knows how to block and is very good at spacing those DPs to keep you on your toes. So let's get going with it.
Absolutely.
Thun rocking those default colors in the player 1 slot, and then it took me a little too long to see what Labrys colors we got. You know what? We'll find out. That's totally fine.
Yeah, it's all good. We just gotta watch and see, right?
Exactly. Just wait and see. This is the official start of round 2. So everybody put your hands together and pray for something, for some violence, I suppose.
Oh, no. We got Aurha rocking that's the purple. A guarantee. It's going to happen. And right here, Aurha getting the first blood right here.
Right off the rip. Notice Thun hopping to get out of the extra pressure. And, oh, I'm eating my own words. Not a very well-spaced DP. An early bait from Aurha puts them all the way into Awakening. But now, we got a little bit of Garus coming out from Thun. Backing up slowly, trying to catch like that, trying to catch Aurha inside of a bad situation. For anybody who's not familiar with Yukari, every time she fires an arrow into one of those gusts, it redirects back at the player. It's a homing arrow.
Yeah, now, you know, Yukari got the aim assist right here, the aim bots, so
yeah, exactly.
Definitely makes her zoning a lot more potent, as she doesn't always need to like aim directly at you. It's like as long as she can shoot into there, it's just going to target wherever you are.
100%.
All right, first Margarula. Block this mix-up. Or just guard cancel right out. Don't even hold it.
That's a fantastic guard cancel. And also gives him a lot of blue health as well. And even more.
Trying to get Aurha to drain their meter, but they decided to block it this time and did so successfully.
See, without the Persona, Thun doesn't have access to the main, like, supers, I guess, well, especially because since they burned the last few. But Aurha was able to just rush them straight down and say, you know what, we're fine with this. I'm ending this round right now. Forces Thun to burst through that entire exchange too, so this is going to be a tough uphill battle for our Power Ranger over here.
Absolutely here. All right, so now Thunlunk getting the touch they need. This is going to be some really good damage right here. Yukari, you know, has some really stable confirms even from a distance, which is honestly really, really surprising to see.
100%. Anywhere from across the map, you fire an arrow, you get a counter hit, and that's all of a sudden, it could be anywhere from 2 to 3.5k, plus corner, plus mute or panic, depending on what you're going for, like we're seeing right now.
God,
and just devastating status conditions.
Combos, this pressure is just so much from Thunlunk right here, not letting Aurha play the game at all.
And Aurha, 100%. Aurha panicking a little bit, smacking that DP button, saying, you know what, that's fine. And all of that came off of one corner carry, right? So you have to be very careful when you're fighting this character because it can steamroll so quickly. And now all of a sudden Aura's back at Blue Axe. So not too much by way of hit stun going on.
Alright, but now Thunlunk stuck on the defensive here, but a little too far for that 5A to hit there, which would have been big. And ooh, no DP punish, or no huge DP punish at that.
It's absolutely cracked by a DP to start that engage, and does it again.
Oh.
And then again.
Super cancel, but Aurha is ready and is going to destroy Thunlunk for it. Rage burst, yep.
Had to burst somewhere.
Well, there was no point to burst, yeah, because the next hit was going to kill either way, so...
Yeah, might as well, right? Maybe they screw up.
Oh, points for the bet. I'm so sorry. I'm the only one running it all, so...
Gotta make sure people are able to spend their puntos.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna go back to predictions on top 8, because, like, it's gonna be much easier for me to manage. Because, like, I'm streaming and commentating at the same time. Got a lot on my mind right now, so I'm really sorry that I can't manage it all at once. But yeah, there you go. There's your monies, Mr. Parking Lots. I'm sorry.
That's it.
No, but speaking of monies, exclamation mark Matcherino, go claim that coupon code right now. But back to the match.
Claim those codes. And Aurha said very, very powerfully, starting this pressure up. Thun just not wanting to be any part of this Labrys pressure, DPing out and taking so much damage as a result. And just like that.
Yeah. Oh no, the magic pixel of life. DP's
I probably would have bursted there. Oh man, that's... And then just slaps the DP anyway. Oh, you know what? Hey, as long as it works, right?
Yeah. I mean, the risk reward was definitely in their favor because it's like, okay, you get hit by the DP, you lose the round, but if you don't get hit by the DP, I'm just taking a combo and I still probably will live after.
Exactly, exactly. Now Agus has got red. Oh, sorry, Labras has got red Axe over here. I keep confusing my robot sisters. Means any counter hit's basically going to be mucho damage. But Lunk gets the confirm, is able to corner carry all the way across. I'm probably going to see a mute here again. Yep. Yep. Oh, or tries to bait the jump in.
It's really great how Lunk has been spacing themselves away from Aurha DP because they notice that Aurha likes to use DP a lot when they're stuck in a defensive situation. So they just use it to make sure that like they get denied the defensive opportunity to make use of it.
But just sort of trading guard cancels over here. I think Aurha, as myself, was both baiting DP right there, but now Thun's right above, just playing the game with the arrows, doing some backflips and keeping the pressure moving. How's Aurha going to advance? Oh, just run straight at them. Getting a few straight JBs, but they really just need a hard knockdown.
Or just a full combo right here. Yeah, this should be dead if they use the super. Yep.
Yep, that's Magarula. All of a sudden, we're even one round apiece.
Yeah, very nice how Lunk is evening it out, getting better opportunities to zone them out, not letting Aurha get in as easily as in the last match, which is really important playing as Yukari because when you get tagged for your zoning, that's when the problems start to occur. As you do not want Labras building that red axe and just making the potentially getting opened up all the more dangerous.
And shoring up on the defensive end too, not wasting the burst unnecessarily, not DPing as much I noticed in that last round. Definitely just playing it slow and forcing Aurha to come in, right? Trust your fundamentals.
Ooh, nice roll there from Aurha and gonna be able to get the punish here.
The clean setup, and all of a sudden we're gonna see that's gonna put him close to red axe, but not quite. He's able to get the that very slow moving ball trap. But
yeah, that ball can definitely be like a menace during Okizeme, so definitely have to be careful of that, or even during pressure too.
1000%. Trading with the 5A over there, and Thun risking negative penalty as a result.
I don't think Thun is really worried about negative penalty. As long as they can play relatively safe, they're fine, but the Persona break might just make this a bit harder for them now.
That was a bit harder, but Aurha is just taking just arrows after arrows over here. Right. A very dangerous roll, but...
Oh, what a confirmed! Lunk narrowly drops it, but still, they just need like one more good touch, and they'll be in there.
And the air raid continues.
You know, Lunk just dancing around the screen, darting around left and right, making it very hard for Aurha to chase them, and now Lunk able to get a game and tie it up 1-1 here. We got a crazy match here now.
Who was worried? Lunk wasn't worried. Well, maybe it's a bit of pressure on either side. I imagine people are both internally screaming a little bit. It's definitely... Like, it's frustrating knowing that you're going against a character that can corner carry you and then disable a lot of your defensive options just with the mute. Though, of course, it's not really too big of a deal for Aurha because your main defense option is DP, and I think Thun's kind of wizened up to that. Sorry, wizened up to that a little bit. But rubber match over here. How's it going to start?
Alright, there we
Aurha
go.
beginning.
Getting the Oki right here, going for the low right here, but Lunk opting not to block there.
Instead, saying, "Yeah, you know what? It's fine. I just need a casual 4.6k. Why not?"
Yep.
Oh,
Ooh,
now taking
fatal
all the
counter. Yep, red axe. All your counter hits become fatal afterwards, so just makes it all the more scary to get hit by Labras in that situation. And there we go, Margarula here. Hold this mix up, but nice blocks here from Aurha. And gonna be armoring through. Oh, but does not get the combo.
Oh, that DP. Keeping it slow, keeping it steady, and that is 2 DPs consecutively though. Oh, but nice. Yeah.
Yeah, the scummy mix-up with the OMC overhead into low.
The net play unblockable. Can't do anything about that. I'm kind of moving, taking it slow a little bit. I'm not sure if we're getting a little bit of choppiness in the stream, but...
it's the game, yeah.
Okay, it's the game. Nice. Good to go.
But yeah, here we go. Lunk landing the combos right here. Gonna get the mute here, and... Unfortunately, does not bait the DP here, but still got some nice damage here nonetheless.
100%. Tried to railroad into that sweep, what's it called? I think that's a 236 AB. Or sorry, 236 CD combo over there that did so much damage back in game 1 here. But now, Aurha slowly approaching. Doesn't have to do anything too crazy. They just need to make sure that they keep their axe meter as they are, and well, they're 100% going to do that right now. Going all the way from yellow axe, most likely to red at the end of this combo.
Oh yeah, spend the old B to ensure it, and then go for the super. Will it kill?
100%.
Yes, it will.
Beautiful, beautiful round by Aurha.
There we go. Aurha going to be taking it 2-1, but still, such a great match, great play from both players, but it's just that when Aurha gets in, they make sure that they capitalize as hard as they can with the damage.
Definitely. That set could have gone either way. That's incredible.
Yeah, great match.
And two just fierce competitors, and that's really all we were. I mean, that's just what we love to see. But a win against Yukari is a win against terrorism, so I'm happy for Aurha. No offense, Thun.
That is surely one way to put it.
It's all jokes over here, but
yes.
Thun's not out of the woods yet, and I'm expecting them to make a pretty powerful run through the losers bracket.
Yeah, I definitely expect to see Thun Lunk in top 8 for sure. It would be very surprising if they didn't make it, but we'll just have to see. Anything can happen in the tournament.
Absolutely, absolutely. And looking around the league over here, we got. I'll just check over in the loser side of things. Losers round 1, we have Draco taking it 2 games over Guy, so moving on to take Saino, who lost 2 games to none against Hero in round 2 of winners. And then Captain's going to be playing Myrmiddon because Bonch DC'd. So that lines up, and then Thun is going to be playing the winner of Luke Sky and the Warrior, Luke having lost 2-0 to Dstar.
Yeah, and speaking of which, our next dream match is going to be Dstar up against Panxut. So these are both European players here. So very happy to have them both here participating in this tournament, as this tournament is NAEU.
The Fight Club goes international, and we're about to see the fruits of that outreach effort right now, which is going to be wonderful. So, Panxut on the Mitsuru. Is this normal Mitsuru or Shadow?
Shadow.
Just to be clear. Shadow Mitsuru. Okay, lovely, lovely. And Dstar, of course, the stalwart. The D stands for HMS Dreadnought, I'm pretty sure, because this man is a cold-hearted killing machine. But, I mean, speaking of cold-hearted killing machines, you can't get any crazier than Mitsuru herself, especially in the Shadow form. Just tons of damage off of basically any hit once you get that Shadow Frenzy in 100 meter. So, plenty to look out for. Of course, all that is dependent on whether or not Panxut can actually lock Dstar down, as we mentioned before in the set that featured Hero. I guess it's got a lot of mobility options that might make it difficult for Mitsuru to lock her in place. But that's why you have those Persona Normals, those 5Cs, those 2Cs, 5Ds, those 2Ds, and then, of course, if you need to drop a Bufu down here or there, why not? Just do it.
Absolutely, yeah. This is definitely going to be a very interesting match here. It's like both of these characters, you give them an inch, they will take a mile. Especially with these players as well, with how proficient they are with piloting their characters. So this is definitely going to be a very, very interesting match to see.
100%. I think whoever wins the long-range neutral game is probably going to win this set. And both characters got pretty oppressive buttons in close range, and their DPs are both pretty, relatively safe options, I would say. Like, just to throw out in neutral every once in a while, of course, but I mean, Mitsuru's got those long number. Oh, well.
Hold on, Adachi.
Never mind. I guess we're changing our our role here.
I think I might have gotten them off. I don't know if this is the right person, though, because I did see on the PSN the name was something else. But okay. I think Panxut hasn't said anything, so I think it is we got the right one.
All right, well, I guess we'll find out, unless there's this is an imposter among us here. Well, this changes things. Adachi, not at all like Mitsuru. And buttons are a little more bizarre. I mean, I think Dstar is going to be looking to break any kind of stray normals.
I'm not sure if this is Panxut.
Yeah, I don't, not sure. I mean, they're just going right now. Are we?
Oh no, it is. Okay.
Okay. So we're not going crazy.
You're not going crazy.
Cool.
Yeah. So they did pick Adachi. Okay.
Okay. I was sitting here like, what? I'm just sliding into this lobby last minute here. I was gonna mention a lot about just what Adachi does in neutral and what they like to do, but none of that really references right now because all you really need to do is block, or just click DP and then click Mandala. And now the fun begins. We're gonna be seeing a lot more Persona Normals coming out of here. For those of you who don't know, if you don't possibly know what Adachi does when he gets Mandala buff right now, it imbues all of his Persona attacks with special properties. So his 5C, his 2C, they grant poison. Other buttons hit fear. Oh my god, got these loops. We got
so
loops.
much poison, yeah, and like once Adachi gets Mandala, like the comeback potential from him is just skyrockets immensely, but it's not gonna matter as Dstar gonna just empty out their clip and make sure that Panxut does not have anywhere left to go in that first round.
100%. Dstar said, I got shooters on deck, and the shooters are my right arm. Making approach with the Athena, keeping things a little settled. And see, something that I'm kind of noticing too, it prevents the jump in, right? A lot of Adachi's love to hit that JC, but it also stops them from using the 2C, the cross slash, or the 5C, the Zeodyne, in order to move in, because those bullets break the persona.
Those
so it's forcing
and
Adachi to come in.
Yeah.
yeah, I apologize. Thank you.
Oh, nice block of the DP. I'm gonna get a punish with the sweep. This is going to hurt.
A lot.
Forcing Panxut to burst there. And gonna get persona broken, which is really not good for Adachi.
That's probably the best place to burst, but this is not a very good position for Panxut over here. Let's see how they break out.
Not at all, unfortunately.
More
Dstar's
bullets.
gonna be taking the first game here, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so I totally forgot that Panxut plays Adachi, but they also have a Shadow Mitsuru. Like, I've been seeing more of their Shadow Mitsuru lately, so that's why I was thinking, is like, they're probably gonna play Shadow Mits, but nope, we're gonna be sticking with the main.
Totally understand. Sorry, Panxut.
Yeah, my fault.
Don't. We didn't mean it. I promise. Well, you might consider maybe in the future if this doesn't go too well, perhaps swapping over. I guess it doesn't really matter now because you won't be able to swap characters in this set, and losers if anything happens. Provided you don't get through. But we believe in you. I mean, really the key to victory right now is just making sure that they're able to get in and not get persona broken. You know, it's very easy to do that in this matchup, and especially when Dstar is playing a bit more of a patient game and baiting those DPs out like there. Right, keeping it moving, keeping the space over. There's still about, you know, roughly, yeah, we have that entire mid-screen of space just sort of floating around over here, and Dstar taking the opportunity just to continue floating around and putting pressure on. Totally fine taking those small chips.
Yeah, absolutely, and here we go. Just Dstar still maintaining the corner pressure here, just not letting Panxut escape at all.
Yep, and that should be death right over here if they change it to super, but the combo is dropped, and now a nice conversion. That should be Mandala.
Yep. Now, Mandala, there's an opportunity to stage a comeback right here, but is going to use the bullets to deny the Zeodyne, so no lockdown from there.
Keeping it slow and steady, and now Adachi has to get in all over again. Can you block the mix? Instant overhead.
Yeah, it was very hard to be in that situation where one mix-up would have been pretty much death. Like, you cannot block this character forever.
100%, especially since Dstar has been just baiting DPs left and right now. It's definitely keeping that in the back of Panxut's mind as he's going forward. Oh, gets the Megidola, tech throw. All of a sudden, Dstar's back in the corner. Let's see what they're going to break it out.
Dude, that low gunshot hit from that far, wow.
100%, but now all of a sudden, the sides are swapped, and then unswapped again. Dstar bringing it back into the space, but rolling back into near corner situations. I probably wouldn't have tried to do that. Let's see how they break out here.
Yeah, stuck into the corner here, but there is still an opportunity to find a way out, because after this combo, they'll still have another opportunity to get out, but still, the Oki is definitely a big issue to deal with. It just DPs right out, not with any care in the world.
Channeling Inner Jordan there.
Ooh,
oh,
bad burst.
Very unfortunate burst over here. That's going to be a big, big combo. He's able to get a super cancel over here. Oh, just decides to go for the Heat Riser.
At least they still get the buff here, which is really what matters. As 100%. They get the attack and the defense buff here, which is going to help them live a bit longer against this onslaught of mix here.
There's a lot of damage, but unfortunately a drop combo over here. Still 25 meter to work with, but yellow combo, Megiddo Fire takes it for Dstar here.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Taking it quite convincingly there, 2-0, but still a great match nonetheless. We're going to hopefully see Panxut in losers again. Really sorry about the getting the character wrong.
Yes. So just for everybody watching at home, Dstar takes a 2-0 over Adachi main Panxut. There we go. That's the updated part.
There we go. Fixed it now. I'm really sorry about that. That is no,
you're
blunder
totally
on my
good.
end.
I was just talking, so I definitely made it worse. Don't worry about that for any reason.
Alright, so let's see.
Look around the league over here. Any updates that we have going on? Oh, we saw Hero advance slightly earlier, so after Jordan, so we'll see another Adachi going up against Aurha in the winner's side. We'll be seeing Dstar go up against Hero, the clash of the Agassiz. I'm not sure how to say that plural.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stick with Aegis in general, or the clankers, as we like to say in PSN.
Right. Yeah, the toasters.
Yep.
Toaster Dome. We'll call it Toaster Dome. That works. Okay, looking down on the loser side, Saino takes a 2-1 over Draco. Captain AV takes a 2-1 over Myrmiddon. So, congrats to Captain AV and Saino for advancing, and what's it called? Still a great showing, Myrmiddon and Draco. Thank you so much for coming out today.
Yeah, for sure. And now up next, we're going to be moving on to top 8 right now. So our first match for top 8 is going to be another Adachi player, Jordan, up against Aurha again. So this is definitely going to be a very interesting match. They have played before in tournament. I believe during the Chris charity event, they did play in grand finals with Jordan winning, if I'm not mistaken.
I think that's correct, and I don't know how much we can say about Jordan that hasn't already been said. I mean, this human, this absolute force of nature on this absolute shitheel of a character, just pure chaos personified, and going up against kind of one of the forces of good over here in Lapras. So, I mean, I'm excited because we're gonna see some very dynamic neutral, and obviously Adachi known a bit for a lot of mind games, of course, but there's a serious technical side to him as well. I mean, we saw it a bit with Panxut, laying out those hop cancel combos. I think what they call the ping pongs.
Correction. So yeah, during the Chris charity event, they played in semifinals, not a grand. So
there we go.
Got my information mixed up. It's been a while since I streamed that tournament.
Totally good, but even still, I mean, we'll consider it a rematch, a grudge match if you want, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, absolutely. So. Actually, this actually might be a good time to run ads. So before we get that match started, I'm going to run a 1-minute ad so that way it does not interrupt this amazing top 8. So we'll be back in just a minute.
Claim those codes.
Yeah, claim those while we're gone, be sure to type in exclamation mark Matcherino. Claim those coupon codes as soon as you can.
Exactly.
And with that, we'll be back in a minute. All right, short minute break. I'm going to start running ads right now.
Sounds good to me. Cycle in.
All right, and we are back. Welcome back. We took a short minute break. We ran those ads. I hope you liked seeing whatever ads they showed you. Some nice burgers or some clothes or whatever. I don't know what they showed you.
I'm not even sure, but hopefully the subliminal messaging was clear and you enjoyed it, and then you spend money on goods and services, because that's what keeps the world going. Also what keeps the world going, claiming codes. So I'll keep ranting about that until the cows come home.
Absolutely. Be sure to claim those Matcherino codes again if you did not do it during the 1-minute break we had. Go ahead and do it right now, as our players are both getting ready to get started right now.
Seems like getting right back into it. Character select, I hear.
Yep,
and we're jumping right in. Not
wasting any time at all as we begin our top 8 matches.
Not at all. This is going to be fantastic. Let's see it. Jordan, Aurha, starting very, very, very soon. Starting in our top 8 extravaganza. Can we call it an extravaganza? Yeah.
You know what? Let's just call it an extravaganza. Why not?
Let's do it. Use some funky words.
With how extravagant these matches are going to be, we're going to call it with that, yeah.
Perfect. We were blessed with a plethora of unique words to describe every situation, and by golly, we are going to use them. Now let's see how Jordan uses these buttons and Aurha counters. Beautiful first attack counter at the start. Both players getting a little bit of meter, and Aurha with a beautiful 2B to start engaging the pressure. Let's see how they break this down.
Yeah, it is really good they were able to answer that amazing JC from Adachi themselves. Like, the 2B being potent against that button there is a big deal, how Jordan has to utilize that button. Because, like, it is still an amazing jump in, and as we see, Jordan able to successfully land the JC right there, land the Heat Riser there. And now this is already off to an amazing start here for Jordan.
100%. Life lead's still roughly even. Another DP which served Aurha very well against their set in Thun Lunk, but
You got the fancy anti-air 2B combos. That was really, really nice.
We have another reset over here. Let's see how they break it down. Baiting the... Oh, that's going to hurt.
Yeah, nice last-minute cancel from Jordan right there, giving Aurha a false sense of security, thinking they were safe to punish right after, but they were really not able to.
That's a great move. That first round could have gone either way. Let's see how they sort of break it in. Of course, Aurha's, again, got an uphill battle. Labras, a very momentum-intensive character, whereas Adachi's kind of the reverse. In that regard, like, Adachi reaches Awakening, they get Mandala buff, they get Heat Riser buff, and things start really steamrolling from there. They can start at any point, but Aurha's really got to work on that pressure. And right now, it's working out pretty well. Baits the DP. I think they were trying to bait a burst to start there, but they ended up getting it anyway. And now, all of a sudden, a lot of damage later.
It did look burst safe, so it's like the jump in still connected right after with the counter hit stun. So like that was a really, really smart play from Aurha, just like check the burst in the West Fort while still being able to maintain their offensive momentum in the event that Jordan did not burst.
Exactly. Wonderful pressure, and they're rewarded with Red Axe and burst to start this match. So let's see what happens here. All right,
nice
early pressure on
gunshot
Jordan.
staggers. Ooh, crouching. This is going to hurt for sure. As Jordan pushes them further into the corner, gets the Heat Riser buff, which is going to increase his attack and defense here.
Just going for the cheeky mix-up and baiting the burst. And this is going to be death served on a platter. What a fantastic, really bounce back round from Jordan after possibly everything that could have gone wrong went wrong in that first round.
Yeah, absolutely. Always an opportunity to bounce back, though, as Aurha has another opportunity to take this back, though. So we could see that scoreboard even out to 1-1.
And there, I didn't really see anything that Aurha did particularly wrong, you know? I feel like sometimes you look at these matches and you just go like, oh, well, you got, like, you know, severely outplayed, or, you know, like you're making bad decisions in the moment. And there it was just got hit. Got hit a few times.
It happens. It's like, we are human. We are going to make mistakes. And that's just the beauty of fighting games. Is that, like, playing with that human aspect. How you persevere through it. How you try to read what your opponent is trying to do. And make educated guesses to become the one that's victorious in the end.
100%. We're seeing a little bit of that Yoma.
the double gold burst, so we both want to play with the full stack of butter, it seems.
100%. And, oh, trust me, Adachi loves that full stack of butter. Though, it tends to go for a grab reset. And all of a sudden, Aurha completely out of meter as they just open Jordan up here. Baits another DP from Jordan over here. Right outside of Awakening, you might look to see a DP. I'm not sure if it's possible in this setting. But going to put Jordan into Awakening right now. Got to set up for a pretty nasty mix. Hits the jump out very quickly, though, and that's going to be... I wonder if they could have killed there. Using one more burst. Or one more cancel, I should say.
Maybe, perhaps. Probably just wanted to save the resources here, but here we go. This is definitely death for sure.
What a wonderful conversion. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt that it wasn't a yellow combo. It happens. Aurha now on the back foot. This is going to be a set point for Jordan over here, and not a very good start. But Gold Burst once again, playing with more resources. Might as well, right? You got to get yourself back up to Red Axe somehow. Jordan content to block for a little while.
Oh, but getting opened up again right there. But still, all good. Just patience is a virtue. And it's going to reward Jordan immensely, but drops the combo, unfortunately. So it's going to have to open them up again.
Still has corner pressure, though. And honestly, that's not a terrible engage there because you're using your health as a resource. Or taking a nasty 5D there. All of a sudden, kind of in the back foot here. There's going to be a ton of damage over here. And now all of a sudden, Adachi's got that Heat Riser buff, using the gears just to say, I'm done with this.
Yeah, gear is such a really, really good reversal that can be really, really weird to punish. So if you don't know how to punish it with your own character, it can definitely be a bit of an annoying reversal for sure. But there we go. Jordan going to be taking that set there 2-0 and going to be moving on to winners finals.
Definitely. Was able to condition Aurha into some unsafe options over there. Really waited kind of a long time for that burst to come out, and finally Aurha bit. But nonetheless, still a great run for Aurha so far, and we'll see them in the losers bracket.
Yeah, absolutely. And up next, so we're gonna be having our favorite character, a mirror of our favorite character, with Dstar going up against Hero, who are both Aegis players.
Nice. Still on the winner's side, it seems. Yeah, I think my challenge was saying Thun versus AV, but that'll be next.
That'll be next in losers, yes. So we gotta take care of our winners first here, as Dstar and Hero are gonna be duking it out here in our next match.
Sounds fantastic. All right. Well, you've heard us talk a lot about Aigis so far, and it's getting a little bit out of hand because now there are two of them.
Yeah, for sure.
The show to feel about them, but it's probably a good time to identify maybe slight differences in each Aigis' playstyle. Of course, not all Aigises are built the same. Dstar definitely very measured in their approach, I would say. Part of me gives the impression that Hero's a bit more go as opposed to Dstar, but I mean, Dstar's conversions are quite nasty. We see that he's not afraid to be throwing out, 120 bullet Gatlings if it means securing a kill or putting yourself in a good situation. But on the other side, Hero's movement options are nothing short of incredible at times. Like, they are fantastic at making sure that if they're stuck in a difficult situation, they're able to find their way out. Of course, I'm not entirely sure how useful Orgia Backdash will be against a character that can also lock down with their own movement options like Aigis can. So,
absolutely.
I guess we'll see.
Yep. Here we go. I love School at Night. Please pick that stage. Please pick that stage. Oh, thank you. Yeah, we were just picking the song.
There we go. 100%. Not much to say about it. We're going to see a lot of Megiddo fire, a lot of bullets, and maybe Athena once or twice.
We got to see a whole lot of action.
Yeah, I'm about to see a ton of action, so let's get rocking and rolling. Two absolute masters of their craft going at it head-to-head, and only one Aigis will survive. See, rocking out. How they try to play it is going to be really significant. So, just backing up to start, nothing too crazy. Laying out a few. Okay. It's almost like watching a mirror, like a real mirror. I mean, popping out the bullets at the same time, popping out the Orgia at the same time, popping out Athena at the same time, and now all of a sudden the pressure is going to be one step at a time.
Yep, basic really DP right there. Nice safe jump there from Dstar.
I was going to say something really important to keep a lookout for is Orgia management and burst management, right? You've only got a limited amount of resources in order to stay away from someone who can chase you down at the drop of a hat. And that way it's kind of weird when you're fighting yourself because, well, you know all your tricks.
Absolutely. All right, and there we go. Dstar going to be landing a really nice confirm right here. Gonna go for the overhead right here, but Hero was just not taking it. Got counter hit trying to press something, and it might just cost him this round here. Yep.
Let it well. Dstar preserving the burst too, so we got some pretty good momentum going to round number 2 here.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, definitely interesting to see how two people can play a character so very differently. As like Dstar could definitely play like a lot more calm and collected, whereas Hero, they are just are a lot more aggressive in return, and we are seeing that in action right now.
Definitely the fruits of those labors. A lot of go right now, and that all started. That was corner carry in 4K off of a beautifully placed triangle jump. And I don't care how many times you play a character, even as yourself. Those things are like impossible to block. I see Hero taking this round very, really putting the pressure on Dstar right now, but Dstar's got the meter, and all of a sudden he's got the corner too.
Yeah, and now Dstar has the Oki, forcing Hero to burst right there. Did not want to give Dstar any opportunity to get started here, but missing the mortar, that could have been death, but unfortunately was not able to seal the deal right there.
100%. And I'm not sure if this is just conditioning for future sets over here, but it seems like Dstar is really favoring the, what's it called, the instant air JA, or JB, sorry.
JB, yep.
Yes, just that instant overhead. Oh, but
bad DP, and this might just be Hero on the choke here, which would be really unfortunate to see, as now they have to block, or not even block. It's the super. Oh, unfortunate for Dstar there. Now Hero gonna be tying up the routes here. Crazy first match here.
That was a very fortuitous bounce, and unfortunately, the shield can't block anything if you're behind the shield.
Nice dodge right there.
That's what took down the Greek soldiers when Alexander the Great came in. But Dstar coming in very slowly and surely.
Just that caught the Orgia backdash. So it seems like Dstar has a plan to deal with Orgia backdash with her Oki, which is such a big deal, having an option to deal with that amazing defensive option.
100%. And using that 5B to stop the Megiddo too. Okay, very interesting. But Hero is an awakening now, and using the vertical emergency exit there. Getting a little bit of mortars going on Dstar's side, and yeah, this is going to be a tough approach. But anything can happen. Take it one step at a time. Attempts to go for the Orgia backdash there. Gets clipped. Now all of a sudden, Hero's on the offensive once more.
Yo, but what are these crazy blocks from Dstar? Whoa! And Dstar gonna be making it out here. Not gonna block the super though, but still, the life deficit here is a very, very big deal right now that Hero has to overcome. Ooh, never seen that overhead option from Aegis.
Oh, literally. I'm noticing that Dstar's not really blocking low too often.
Ooh, so tried to anti-air that with the 2B, but it didn't work out as Hero intended.
Oh, place block low. Okay. Slowly and surely, one step at a time.
Ooh, I really like how Hero has just been opting for those cross-ups a lot, but Dstar not able to block forever as Hero is going to be taking the first game here.
An absolute nail-biter. That is crazy, crazy stuff. For probably the first 2.5 rounds, really, it felt like Dstar had that one in the bag, but I mean, Hero just turned on the jets and fashioned some truly improbable comebacks, and just being patient with it, you know, like.
Oh, we're seeing Dstar switch to the Shadow, I guess.
Probably not a bad idea. I mean, Hero's really taking advantage with a few of those defensive bursts, and well, you don't have to worry about that.
No,
but I think we have regular Aegis here.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, we're good to go.
I guess they just hovered over it a bit, but then just went back to normal, yeah.
Just keeping it.
I was about to say, like, I was almost surprised for a second. I was like, huh?
How many Shadow Aegis players are there? Like, 2?
I don't know any. I couldn't tell you.
I only know of one, and I think they only play PC.
Because I feel like a lot of the more active Aegis players, they just play normal. And just have the consensus that normal is probably the one to stick with.
Yeah. You got one character specialist here or there. But you never know. A lot of whiffing going on around, but
yeah, we had some crazy DBZ moments there for a sec.
A little bit beam clashes over here. Now we got some Megiddos coming in. All things considered, life is around even. Dstar with a nice DP, baiting the other DP, and Hero not choosing to go back in.
And grab Dstar. That was interesting. Honestly, it's fine to opt for the screen positioning as Dstar is now closer to the corner, which is always a better spot to be in. Nice bait on the DP.
We're seeing a repeat of just a few seconds ago. All of a sudden, that's corner carry, and we'll see how they go. Orgia backdash to get out. Now all of a sudden, Dstar's coming in, but gets clipped by the 2B, and now it's going to be a quick little conversion over here. Orgia is activated for both sides now. Hero is starting his assault. DP that. Oh, man,
nice 2C. Not letting Dstar get away with that.
And you can tell Dstar realized as soon as they clicked that super that something was up, because he stopped right before.
Now Hero on set point. I don't know. All those people who are betting against Hero, y'all might need to reconsider. Just saying.
How many? We have to reclaim them against more Torino codes. Hey, but nonetheless, I mean, Dstar is certainly giving the bettors what they want right now. Taking a nice super for his troubles, however. Okay, no meter for Hero right now, but clipping and rolling right through the 2B. Let's see what's happening. Forcing Dstar to burst.
Yeah, that was a really good burst. Yeah, to make sure that they just didn't build more resources here, but gonna get opened up here. And, you know, once Aegis gets that Vortex going, no matter the life deficit, it could just seem even in an instant right here. Like, these cross-ups that Dstar has just not been dealing with, and it might just be over for Dstar here. Oh!
Fortunate tried to go into the Arc.
Oh, ouch. Ouch. One touch from either player. And there we go.
Oh no! A DP knocks out Dstar, getting sent all the way into loser's bracket, and Hero wins the first clash of the Toaster Dome.
Oh, did I type in Aegis for Hero's name? Wow, I brain farted for the prediction.
Who wins?
Aegis. Aegis wins.
Not wrong. Keep things going. That's that. Oh man. Oh, good set. Fantastic bit of entertainment we had right over here.
Yeah, what an amazing set for sure. That mirror definitely just like can seem hellish at times with just how vortex and momentum heavy both those characters are. But Hero did come out on top at the end. Is going to be going up against Jordan in winners finals. But before we get to that, we have to give our losers some love here. And you know, they're not losers when they made it this far in the tournament for sure.
That's 100% right. Only one person is going to go home. And then after that, I guess, you know, pretty much everybody else will, because there's only one person can win this damn thing. But right now, it's between Thun and Captain AV. So we'll see who's going to be, I guess, the first out of this this top 8 round. Yeah,
definitely going to be a very interesting match here. Again, like, Captain Av has been able to deal with has been on stream before, been able to deal with a character that just outranges and controls more of the screen, but as long as Captain Av is patient and picks their opportunities to get in, they can make miracles happen for sure.
So I'm wondering to see how able they are to leverage that 5D or that 2D in this matchup. I think the arrows just take them out full sail, but that would be the one option to bring the opponent to them in this particular instance. Of course, you got your bobs and weaves, and you got your corkscrews to try and cover a little bit of ground. So, not to mention an Awakening Super and Maziodyne that kind of might be able to catch Yukari and institute the shock. We might see fantastic usage of Thunder Fist. Let it be known, everybody, that super is not useless.
Yeah, for sure. And I know Captain Av, with how much they've been playing Akihiko, they would definitely know the ins and out of all of their kit and be able to utilize it to the maximum potential against Lunk here. Especially, like, against this matchup, you definitely need to.
Oh my god, yeah, 1000%. Good things going for Captain AV is that, you know, Yukari's kind of bread and butter setup involves mute, and Akihiko doesn't really use his persona very much. Wouldn't really be many situations to do that, I think, outside of like popping an Awakening Super here. And you also got tons of health, and that's kind of the other thing that's keeping you going a little bit. So you will be able to withstand some of that extra punishment and not die to, like, say, 2 combos, you know, 1 corner carry and then like a sweep burst, for example.
Absolutely, absolutely. We're still waiting on Thun Lunk to get in here, but a reminder though, we do have the Matcherino, so gonna type in ! Matcherino, be sure to claim that coupon code.
And if you don't, just know I'll be very sad.
If you don't, just know I'll be in your walls. You know, you make Necro sad, I'm gonna have to do something about that, you know.
It's we've all got shooters on deck.
Yeah, you know, we got the Killer 7s from Scatter, you know. I could just call them up and it's over for y'all if you do not click that button. But, you know, you could avoid such a dastardly fate by making sure you type in ! Matcherino, go claim that coupon code right now. Do those sponsor quests as well. Add some more money to the pot. Especially if you're a competitor and you're still in this top 8. That's all the more reason you need to be clicking those buttons right now. Because why wouldn't you want to, like, line your pockets with more money?
1000%. It's easy money.
Gotta get your money up, fellas. Yeah.
You gotta get your money up. Don't get your funny up.
That's it.
1000%. I mean, you really, truly do not want Grim Flash in your walls. I mean, it's like that one SpongeBob episode. It's terrifying. Happened like 3 times with me. I keep having to replace the drywall.
Yeah, for real, for real. Okay, so Thun Lunk's telling people to vote on Captain Ab instead of them. Very, very interesting mind game here, you know. I think Thun Lunk is trying to manipulate the masses into making sure that Thun Lunk gets as much money as possible.
This is just... Alright. We're not here for the sportsmanship. Get in here, come on. None of this gamesmanship.
Yeah, for sure. You got time to be typing in the Twitch chat, but you can't join the room when we need you? Come on, Thun.
I don't know, none of the time to be joining lobbies.
Yeah. What you doing, buddy? We got a match story. We got a tournament to get through. We got to see you cooking up in the lab. We got to see you cooking up in this tournament right now.
Exactly.
Just like, again, we got something cooking up in the announcements. We have a very special announcement right before Grand Finals, so be sure to stay tuned for that, because honestly, I'm very, very excited to finally let something be announced. It's going to be very, very exciting, y'all. Y'all are not ready. Y'all are not ready.
Nobody is, and it's truly quite a beautiful moment. It'll be the perfect bookend to this beautiful tournament, so stay tuned for that. And again, stay tuned for the rest of these matches as well, because we're not done yet.
Absolutely. Thun Lunk, where are you? It's not letting you in? Interesting. Okay.
What?
I'll remake then. That's no problem.
Well, Akihiko does have to bring his bear, the bear that he fights, into the lobby, so maybe we just took up an extra slot.
That could have been the case for sure.
Or it's the ghost of Shinji. Too soon.
Oh my god.
Too soon.
PFC monthly 7. Here we go. Alright, there we go. Got Captain Ab in there once again. Still hoping that Thun Lunk can make it in this time.
Please, Thun. Well, while we're sitting here, is there anything else we can discuss about the Aki Yukari matchup in particular?
I think we touched upon all the points, but You know what? I guess just gotta say, if you had the opportunity to bet, who would you bet on here? Thun or Captain?
Well, see, the brain says Thun because this is a dreadful matchup for Akihiko, but my heart says Captain. So I'm letting it ride on black right now. I'm letting it ride on my boy Cap.
You know, great minds think alike. I was gonna be an anarchist bet on Captain Av too if I could. But
exactly.
Unfortunately, I do have to be the one rewarding these predictions, and they do not let me bet and choose the outcome. So
that's very fair. It's a little bit of home cooking, and we can't allow that.
Yeah.
But just know that if you do vote for Thun, you're making a wise decision with your money, based on all known parameters of how this game works. At the same time, you're also donating money to terrorism. So, just if you can live with that, then you know. I'm not saying you won't be able to sleep at night, but you know, if you wake up screaming, don't come crying to me, okay?
All right. Let's see. Lunk still not able to make it in 2 minutes, so they're resetting their PlayStation. They're making sure that their system is not going to overheat. It's not going to blow up with how amazing and crazy this match is going to be. You know, if you don't prepare your PlayStation in time, you know, it might just explode.
That's very fair. Well, if anything, if Thun's still having some technical difficulties, we can always move to the other loser side match, Panxut and Saino.
We could, yes, but I'm gonna honor the 2 minutes for now, and if there's another issue, we'll probably might just have to move on to the other match for sure. But you know, it's nice getting to talk, getting just to relax a bit.
100%.
Just getting ourselves pumped up for this tournament. Just I know it's like how everybody watching, they're pumped up to see this match right now.
Oh, definitely. And you know what? In the spirit of Sundays, what's your favorite food? I feel like everybody's got a Sunday meal that they like to eat. Twitch chat, put that in chat. Any food you like, but really the foods that you enjoy on a nice Sunday.
Yeah, for sure. You know what? Let's start with you, Necro. What's your favorite food then?
I'm a big pasta guy myself, so a little bit of you know, get some grilled chicken in there, get some zucchini. You know, make it a real primavera.
Protein shakes, you know, that is in the spirit of Akihiko right there in the Twitch chat there. You know.
I need pasta with creatine inside. It becomes a full thing.
You know, me personally, it's really hard to choose, but if I had to choose one, you know, my Hispanic half speaking is like, it's got to be like rice, beans, and chicken. That's a combination, the holy trinity, in fact. The Triforce, if you will.
The Triforce of courage.
You know.
Oh man, I could go for some.
The Triforce of curry, if you could say.
Oh man, don't even get me started. Some good stuff. Yeah, I could go for some curry right now, actually.
Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Tears of the Kingdom. I've been enjoying that game a lot.
Oh, very, very nice. Well, the good thing is there's no Mystery Food X in you know, Tears of the Kingdom, as far as I'm aware.
Alright, so we're going to have Lunk make the room now to solve this issue because they are not able to join our room for some reason.
Alright, sounds good.
And I can't connect to Lunk. What the?
This is terrible. Alright. The Ethernet be lying.
Just DQ? Oh.
No, absolutely. Oh.
That's a darn shame. I really wanted to see Lunk play, but apparently they might just opt to just DQ. Actually, try with Ab? Okay.
Yeah, we'll try with that first. And again, we could always move to that other match and see if, you know, just a bit of time might salvage it. Don't want to see any of our competitors go down like that.
Yeah, definitely would not want to see that. Oh wait, Captain I've only made it with 2. Alright, really sorry about the delays, everybody. I know the technical issues could definitely be annoying to deal with. We're having Av trying to host the room up right now, so Once that's up, hopefully everything will be set and good to go.
We'll be back in sooner than you can say. Yukari Takaba.
For sure, for sure. All right. Seems like Captain Av is working on remaking the room right now.
Nice, nice.
There we go. Oh, here we go.
Everybody's
we're all
in
now. We managed to do it.
We did
the
it.
real fight was getting through all of this.
Maybe the real match was the friends we made along the way.
For sure. Maybe the real match is the favorite foods we've discovered along the way.
Yeah, what do we got in the chat? I'm not looking.
Yeah, let me take a look. Yeah. Taco Bell. Oh, no. We gotta turn this off.
Oh, yeah,
turn this off.
No, sorry. Back to the match. Back to the match.
Back to the match. Nah, I can't watch that. I can't hear about that, man. I'm sorry.
You sicken me, whoever that is. Nah, but Taco Bell do be hidden sometimes. All right, either way, we're in here.
Yeah.
Okay, we do got the big crystal. All right, so everything we just said, throw it out the window. It's Aki time and Yukari time. Slow approach from Captain over here. And we know Captain's good at making that space, as we see right over here. Starting that Rekka early and using that 5C to force a hard knockdown, but Thun not having any part of it, DPing out early. Now back in the corner, things are moving, tries to DP, doesn't get it. Now Thun's got a clean hit to sort of start his pressure on. We're going to see a nice side swap over here, and how are they going to engage this next movement? Still going to use the mute. Doesn't really do much in that instance, but is able to get the hit anyway, baiting out the roll. And this is going to be tons of damage. I see 100 meter on the screen and using all of it in order to finish this round. But
has a magic pixel to work with here. Gonna have to make use of it as much as they can. The aimbot coming in clutch. You know, Lunk got the wall hacks installed. No matter where you are, the shooters are coming for you.
Shooters are coming for you. Yukari said, you know what? I'm not dealing with this. I'm going to install my Cronus real quick. And they did. Well, getting hit by the, against the J5C off the start over here. But thankfully, no conversion off of it for Captain AV. Oh, but a counter off of the redirect.
What a trade there. Captain Av finally got in, but Lunk again with the aim assist here, making sure that Captain Av was not going to get rewarded for that. But nice DP there, denying the pressure there. That DP is really fast.
Indeed. And a very floaty cross up at the same time. Captain AV looking to bait that DP over there, but thankfully missing it out. And see, that's kind of the one thing with Akihiko's Rekka, especially with Yukari's like kind of horizontal distance that she gets on that DP. It's not the safest option to do, but she takes a corkscrew through the face as a result. And all of a sudden, we're kind of resetting things over here. I feel like it's going to be one of those next hit wins kind of situations. And such a smart play.
Yeah, I think they just wanted to go for OMB route, but it just unfortunately was a bad time to burst. And it cost Captain Av the game there, but still, it is okay. We have another game, another opportunity for Captain Av to tie it out here, which is going to be really, really important here. There was a lot of opportunities where Captain Av did approach and successfully did get in, but they were not completely paying attention to like where arrows were and just like was getting clipped at opportune moments. And there was also times where like Captain Av was also hitting some really good 2Bs, but it just was not converting afterwards, which is a really, really big deal. It's like when you get your hits, you need to make them count against this character, especially with how hard it can be to get in with how mobile that Yukari can be. So it's like if Yukari's just out of there and you're just not making your hits count, it's going to make this match a lot harder.
And luckily for Captain, I mean, Thun's not really doing a whole bunch of backflips or anything too crazy, but it's kind of a mixed blessing. I guess Akihiko can chase down a little bit better than Kanji can. Maybe I'm just projecting. But either which way, we're starting this matchup pretty slow over here. Captain AV taking a little bit of damage to start over here. Gets a nice cross up in order to put. Oh, a double cross up!
Oh my god, we are going left. We going all the town!
Hit him with the left.
From Lunk. No more of that.
He takes an AOA right in the corner. This is going to hurt just a bit. Just a tinge. Gets a nice reset off of the bomb and sets up a mute. But puts Captain AV right in proper awakening mode. Attempts to go for another AOA, misses, but takes a 3 set of arrows straight to the dome. He's able to get out and get away with the DP right off of a weave. And still taking a little bit of chip damage and takes absolutely corkscrew.
Combo drops.
It's very unfortunate, but it's not the worst situation to be in.
What a good anti-air. Oh my god, it just... Captain Av not able to land a stable confirm here, which might just cost them here if they can't get in again here.
100%. Though I do want to point out a truly incredible counter that he did in order to get away from the DP, and it probably would have really just saved off his death for a few seconds there. But I mean, those are the little micro adjustments you have to make in order to secure a round, especially when it's an uphill battle like this.
Absolutely.
Cap's got a lot of work to do. Set point for Thun. Has to go for a kill rush off the rip. Gets clipped as a result, but no conversion.
I still believe in Captain. They just need to stabilize the confirms a bit, and they should be good. Like, even just going for easier routes would mean a lot more than going for harder stuff that you might risk dropping.
100%. But Thun's the aggressor right now, and they're just continuing to chip away. Again, doesn't matter if you get your full confirms. You're still. I mean, it's a pretty substantial life lead right now. Trying to go for the 2C, baiting the jump from Akihiko. Right, but now getting a little bit of a 2A confirm. Crouch confirm, pushing him into the corner. Goes for the American reset off of that forward dash air grab. Now just continuing the pressures, a little bit of punches. Gets that throw.
I'm really liking the patience from Captain Ab, how they've just been trying to bait certain options from Thunlunk, trying to see if they'll DP, trying to see if they'll do something to get out of the pressure, but Thunlunk still opting to sit, and now Captain Ab capitalizing on the fear that they have instilled.
Yes, Thun is overthinking this right now, and they're scared.
Oh, Thun not going to use the burst, or can't even use it now.
Oh, what a decision. Going for the AOA to try to mix up because he just kept blocking low. And then whiffs the corkscrew and is going to eat a full combo for it. Ooh. Oh no, there's a lot of meter on deck.
This is not good. Yeah, the full stack of butter, 150. It's Margarula time.
Ooh, but not cancel.
Yeah, the guard cancel not working out was really, really unfortunate. That's going to be Thun taking it 2-0, but such a shame. Like, Captain Ab was on the crux of making a comeback there, but it just was not meant to be.
Really, truly. But that was a fantastic showing from Captain, making the best out of a bad situation. Sorry to anybody who let it ride and lost their points as a result because of us. We're not biased, we promise. But either way, good stuff from Thun. They're going to be moving on to face Dstar. That'll be the next match over on the on loser side semifinals. But for now, we have one more match on loser side. Just round 1 over here. Yep. Round 3, I should say. And that will be Saino versus Panxut.
Yes, very interesting match. Panxut, the Adachi player, by the way. Really sorry about that.
The Adachi player, yeah. I was going to say. Going up against Saino plays Shadow Yosuke, if I recall?
Yes, that is correct.
Gotcha.
It's going to be Shadow Yosuke. I believe Dak entered this tournament. I'm kind of surprised they didn't make it the top 8. Or they just left. Okay, so that's how Saino made it. So very good to have some Shadow Yosuke representation, nonetheless.
Oh, 1000%. This character, a true marvel of execution, and always a joy to watch. I mean, he will never stay still ever. They did take out his glide in this game, but I mean, he still moves around like a goddamn jet plane.
Yeah, absolutely. Still a character you definitely need to be worried about for sure. It's like, especially with the shadow routes, like they definitely are capable of doing a lot of damage with the poison and how much it stacks.
And seeing as Adachi is a character that really likes having access to their awakening supers, right? Just by virtue of being a shadow character and preventing them from bursts in certain situations will be a real boon to Saino. We'll see how he works it out. Kind of taking it slow and steady, or really as slow and steady as you can in this matchup. You know, both characters they aim to confound you, they aim to cross you up, they aim to annoy you. And they do so by controlling the space, particularly the long range. Of course, Yosuke's got the kunai, and then Adachi's got every button under the sun. Like the cross slash, so the 2D and then the 5D. But of course, also the elephant in the room, probably the 2 characters in the game with the most infamous DPs. So I'm wondering how much we're going to see of that.
Yeah, now Yosuke's DP being one of the best counter DPs in the entire game, it can just be very, very annoying to punish at times with how quick it can recover. And then you got Adachi's DP, which, albeit it's slow, don't let that fool you. It's an overhead, and nobody is blocking it, so you definitely have to be careful. When, especially when Adachi players start using it more offensively, and then canceling it after to like a super, like Heat Riser or Mandala when they have Awakening.
Yes, 100%. And looking to force Awakening with that super too. Adachi can get a lot of cancels right off the rip to really bring themselves into Awakening if they need to. Just with that DP and then Heat Riser combo.
Yep.
We'll see what happens over here. I mean, we're still waiting for our players to join and for us to get rocking and rolling.
They're in here. We're just waiting for we're just getting ready to go. And
nice. Okay, cool.
No more waiting, no more fooling around. We got a match now.
You wanna play with me?
Let's rock.
We got a little Guilty Gear sauce in here, I hear. Heaven or hell, you saying?
No Strive players here. Let's do this. This is all Persona all the time.
Absolutely, absolutely. Love me some good old Persona 4 Arena Ultimax.
Let's see how they started out over here. Okay, just playing around with a little bit of buttons right now, and Saino decides to just hop right in. Of course, Yosuke, I think the fastest character in the game, if I recall. It's just
absolutely
able to close distances in a sort of a blink of an eye. And we're seeing some quick early pressure here, baiting the DP out early, and Saino now has corner, plus a little bit of damage at the same time. And lest I forget, EX Kunai deals poison. So Adachi's not the only one who can inflict poison on their opponents here.
Yeah, except that all Saino needs to do is just throw the kunais, whereas Panxut needs to get into the Mandala buff first. But it's looking to be quite challenging to get there, but they're going to enter Awakening right after this. It is going to be able to give them an opportunity to turn the tables here.
Oh, nice DP to avoid the cross-up. I wonder if we're going to see a burst anytime soon. Well, I guess Saino's deciding he doesn't really need it.
Whip 2B there again. That 2B is going to be really hard to use for Panxut because that 2B, quite frankly, is not good because of how much recovery it has. But if it hits on counter hit, it sure packs one hell of a punch.
Yeah, I don't know how many times I've gotten trucked by Adachi's size 9.5 loafers. These things are terrifying. Whiffs the grab, Saino does, and all of a sudden, Panxut's on the pressure now, forcing Saino to the cover, but he just rolls out. Now we're resetting with a little bit of 5D. Yosuke jumps right over there and eats a classic
really
cross slash for 2.4k.
Ooh, nice burst from Saino. Didn't opt to go for the self-awakening after the burst. I feel like they would have been safe to do it after, but it might just cost them here now. Yeah, should have self-awakened.
Well, there's no awakening if it's a Shadow Yosuke.
Oh, yeah, right, Shadow. Oh, what am I saying? I'm so sorry.
No, you're totally good. You're totally good. I was looking at the wrong part. I was like, maybe?
I was like...
I wonder if we're just going to see a neutral Shadow Frenzy and then like a super. Team Chaos.
Nice kunai to break the laser there.
I'm just keeping it slow, and Panxut just content with kind of contesting with a few Persona normals and keeping things in. But now we got some extra poison. That's the neutral grab from Saino. It just takes a 5C first trouble and pushes it back into the corner. Again, Saino rolls out of the corner, but Panxut's able to punish this time.
Yeah, and now the stagger pressure going overhead. Watch your dome. And now it's gonna be a nice combo here. Got the heat riser, just make it hurt a little more. And the resets. Oh, nasty, nasty, nasty.
If you weren't ready for the foot, you're ready for the foot now. That thing comes at you quick, and that's a dangerous, dangerous reset that I get hit by way more than I care to admit.
For sure. But still, it is best of 3. Still an opportunity for Saino to turn this around for sure. But that nasty old reset, like that was honestly a really close match. I could see this game going either way, or just at the very least being close 2-0. But yeah, it's been a very interesting match to start off with.
No, 100%. I mean, I think Saino didn't do much too bad there. I thought they played pretty well all together, but definitely being a bit more aggressive with burst usage would be helpful, and also not letting Adachi get going. I mean, you're fast as hell, and you got cross-ups, right? So just start engaging. And if anything, if bad things happen, just back up and launch some more kunai. But the one thing you cannot do is commit to somewhat unsafe movement options, right? We saw him get absolutely trucked by that cross slash for popping a somersault, or a moonsault, I should say. But Saino looking to take the pressure going over here, resetting just a little bit. He's backing up and then recontesting when he feels comfortable, kind of waiting to see if Panxut's going to throw out an unsafe button as a result. And of course, nobody's punishing Yosuke DP. That thing is crazy.
Yeah, you have to just really be on point with baiting it in order to get the punish on that. So
yeah, so not too much fear of throwing it out. Adachi, on the other hand,
DP, yeah,
I was gonna say, likes to chuck his own. Gets hit with the foot.
Nice counter hit 2B.
Forces Saino to burst. That was a smart burst to maintain or take some of the steam out of Panxut's sails over here. Going for the Tentarafu, and all of a sudden now we've got Sukukaja buff over on.
Yeah, gonna tack on some nice damage here.
This does leave Adachi in Awakening with a good bit of Awakening health. I'm not sure if I would have committed to that option.
Well, it's perfectly fine. It's like, if they might as well go into Awakening already, the way I see it, just do as much damage as you can before they enter it, so that way you're effectively doing more damage. But unfortunately, it's not going to matter here, as Panxut is able to seal the deal there in the first round, and on set point too.
Let's see if Saino can make a comeback over here. And Panxut's doing a fantastic job of forcing Saino to burst and really preventing any Shadow Frenzy combos from occurring. But Saino gets the gets the anti-air in neutral, and now setting up a little bit of pressure over here. But Panxut mashing out that 5A to stop that pressure as it's nice move by him, and all of a sudden he gets rewarded with corner presence for it. All of a sudden we
nice command grab. Get snatched, Heat Riser.
A super slow Megidola, leading to a nice clean 3.4k, plus the...
Yeah, so now Saino's gonna wanna use the Shadow Frenzy right here, ideally. Just do as much damage as they can now.
And maybe I think he's going for... Ooh, okay. This is a risky move, but you know what?
We don't drop this. Oh.
Saino's got these. You got these, bud?
Yeah, look at that. Man. So much damage. You know, you see 4.9, but it was way more than that because of the poison. But it might not even matter because, yeah, with how much meter Panxut has, goodbye.
Oh, man.
Still a great opportunity to stage a comeback, but Panxut is going to be taking that match relatively quickly with the 2-0. But still, like I said, it had the opportunity to go really close or for Saino to tie it up, and that was a really, really close game at the end.
100%. Not too bad for a Mitsuru main, am I right?
Absolutely. Oh, whoa. No. We can't be saying all that. We can't be spreading lies now. You gotta get me crucified for all that.
It's all jokes. All right, well, good run by Saino. That was very, very impressive. And Panxut's going to be moving on to face Aurha, continuing on that loser side run. But right now, I think we're going to be moving on to some more... Are we going back to the winner side?
No, not yet. We're going to have Dstar up against Thun Lunk now.
Okay, here we go.
All right. So let's get them on the board right now here.
Thun's going to be having nightmares with all these robots that he has to fight. First Aurha, and then now Dstar. It's certainly not getting easier, but coming off of a pretty confidence improving 2-0 against Captain AV earlier in losers bracket, so we'll see how things go down.
Absolutely. And as
I'm not too familiar,
set up, reminder, fellas, we do have a Matcherino, so please don't be afraid to type out !Matcherino. Go claim those coupon codes. Go do those sponsor quests. Give some money to our players. So, you know, they need every bit they can get in these trying times.
Exactly. In this post-COVID environment, I guess we can't use COVID anymore, right? But
I don't know if Twitch allows it, yeah, but...
Yeah, I don't know if Twitch allows it. We're gonna get busted for PPP or something, but...
Yeah.
No, definitely not.
The Chromer virus, yeah, we'll just call it that.
CV20. I'm not too familiar with this particular matchup, I have to say. I don't think I've watched any matches of this. I do know that Thun and Hero recently played a first to 100. That was much ballied about, if I recall. I'm not sure if Thun wants to play anymore.
Thun did play first to 100 against Hero, yeah. Hero came up on top in that, but it's like, as a result of that, Thun got a lot of matchup experience against this character. What? Oh, to start.
Yeah, what the?
Oh, no. We're going to have to move faster. Yeah, they
I guess we're going in.
They speed up, yeah.
They don't want any of our exposition. I think all the fans at home want to watch the matches too. So you know what? We'll shut up and let the matches speak for themselves.
Yep, absolutely. We're sorry.
Yeah, totally good. Well, I mean, we're not really going to shut up. We have to provide color commentary. But
exactly.
We'll keep going here. We just got to change the headers from Panxut and Saino to our lads. There we go.
Yeah, not even giving me the time to get set up.
Yeah, seriously.
They wanted to play like now, and that just shows how much love our players have for the game. They're not willing to wait for us. They don't care. They want to get their games in, and they want to get it in right away. 100%. Love to see that action. I love to see that enthusiasm from our players.
Noticing Thun set up the little missile early. Of course, I guess that is a air unblockable missile if it gets struck by an arrow, so that's something to keep in mind if you're not in Orgia. But Dstar taking a little bit of pressure early, gets out of Orgia as Thun is able to DP out of the early pressure spring, and Dstar taking a note from Hero, getting a little bit more aggressive to start over here. Of course, that's dangerous. I'm scared looking at that missile. But Orgia runs out, unfortunately, but still pressure's keeping on. Athena, the absolute homie, staring at each other, kissing each other on the cheeks. And now we're setting ourselves back up in neutral over here. Thun trying to get a bit more space and knowing that they don't exactly have the life lead, but now all of a sudden they can head back in with a little bit of Magarula, getting a little bit more of that space.
Opened up. Ooh.
I think it's the first time that crossover hit somebody today.
Oh, another one.
Bored of it, we're seeing it again. Smartly uses the guard cancel in order to get out of it. And forces an early burst from Thun.
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely like an uphill battle for Thun Lunk right here, but gets caught by the Flame Wheel, and that's going to be it for the first round right there.
It's crazy. Flame Wheel is like a 50 base power moving Pokemon, I'm pretty sure, but here it's like nuts.
Oh, it raises your speed up by 1 though. Gotta remember that.
That's true. Dstar is fast as hell now. Watch out for this, and Thun looking for that single hit so they can really just lay the pressure on. Of course, you lose access to your Megiddo Flame, and you also lose access to your just more your general Persona normals like the Athena Spear and the Supers when you get muted. So it's not a bad move for Thun to try and start to engage that mute whenever they can. Of course, got the corner pressure right now, tries to air dash in, but Dstar wisely dashes out. Reverts
nice
the
Persona break.
Nice. Pressure back in neutral. Dstar killing as much time as possible with those super lengthy combos over here, but can't exactly do a Megiddo Fire because of the aforementioned Persona break. And now, arrow, 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 arrow.
It's just some crazy confirms. Yeah, and here we go. The mute just to limit the options that Dstar has on the defense, but finally able to get out of here. And so we're back to neutral now, where Thun Lunk just wants to stay away as much as they can, try to get the zoning going. Don't give Dstar that offensive momentum to get started, but oh my god, the double cross-ups and not blocking either of them. You know, we saw Dstar struggling against the cross-ups from Hero. We don't want to see that happen again.
100%. Well, thankfully, it's less of an issue with Yukari more generally, but if Thun mixes up the game plan and starts to get more aggressive, it could be a real problem for Dstar. But Dstar does have the meter. Unfortunately, muted for a little while. He's going to have to take a... Oh, decides to Orgia and get hit by arrows. So, that works that one. We still got some time. Basically even. 1 round apiece, and now we're finally onto our rubber round here. Both players with burst. Thun slowly back into the corner, but with Yukari, it doesn't really matter too much because they just slowly move alt. And we get a side switch. Mark some quick damage over here. Back with the mute.
The combo going. Base the throw tech right there, which is going to be a lot of damage right here. I don't even think Dstar's going to be able to get to Awakening after this.
I'm not even sure. Oh, just barely.
Yeah.
This is rough.
One mix-up away, yeah.
Well, if there was ever a time to gold burst and then instant kill, this is the time. Why not?
You mean gold burst, Margarula? That's what we do here.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, nice bait.
Nice. Nice. Fantastic super cancel by Thun to stop the momentum from Dstar over there. Now, what adjustments need to be made, if any? I felt like that was pretty solid either round. It really could have gone either way, but...
Yeah, really, really interesting match there. Really could have gone either way. Like, I definitely could see this being evened up quite easily from Dstar. As, like, Dstar definitely feels like they have a good grasp on, like, how to approach this match. But again, Thun Lunk having that 100 game, like that first to 100 experience against Hero, I feel like has definitely helped them out, see like how they can pilot around in this matchup, see what they can, what they can't do. And the knowledge they've gained out of it is starting to show the fruits of their labor here.
That's very fair. And sometimes it just takes getting absolutely cooked by a character in order to gain that knowledge, you know? That's
for sure.
That's it. Nice 2, is that 2C to start? I always forget these buttons here. But Dstar taking it slowly back here. Now, protect your legs.
The low overhead, nobody's ready to block that.
Yeah, 100%. I think it's the first time that we saw that that low engage from Dstar. He's really been favoring the instant overheads. He's starting to mix things up just a little bit. And now, content to back up a little bit, but gets clipped by the 5A, which is a low on Yukari, and now is going to slide all the way into the corner as a result. Oh, but the combo gets dropped. Yukari still with tons of meter over here. Dstar now with 100 because just got forced to Awakening, and now we got Magarula action going on over here. Again, does not block the Magarula cross-up, but however, it's not the worst thing in the world because of really just how the combo ended up panning out. A little bit of missiles being sent over here, but Thun says, I got a little bit of projectiles for you too.
Thun Lunk did a really good job of just getting over that just fine, but might just have to burst here if they want to get greedy, but is going to choose to save the burst here. Really good resilience from Thun Lunk, not feeling the urge to like try and win that round there, and just opting to save the burst, as if they were not able to win that round, that could have very well went sideways.
And that's a very smart move, honestly, and there's no guarantee you're going to be able to reserve that burst. Dstar not going for any triangle jumps, but a simple cross-up is good enough to get that hit. Now we're back at full screen over here. Athena taking those arrows like a champ. Now all of a sudden, Thun Lunk's back is against the wall, pushing to the corner. Let's see how they try and break out.
Yeah, but just doing so very effortlessly because the range that they can just control, the whole screen is just a hitbox basically with this character. So Dstar just has to be careful even when Thun Lunk is in the corner.
100%. Nice throw tech from Dstar to stop that assault a little bit. Neutral once again being reset here. Slow and steady. Thun's somewhat near the corner over here, but gets clipped by the arrows. Is going to get taken all the way back as a result. Nice mute. Let's see the mix.
Going for the low mix there, the resets. Gonna force Dstar burst to get that awakening here, just to try and stage some sort of combo. But whoa, what are these confirms?
Dstar is a lucky man that Thun did not confirm that, because I almost jumped out of my seat and threw my mic across the room.
Yeah, no, if Thun got the IAD-JB, I would have been like, oh, Persona break, not a good position for Thun to be, but able to narrowly escape with a DP. He's not getting punished for either of them. Oh, but the JA is not converting into a combo. Big deal here.
Slow and steady wins the race over here. Thun with no meter.
Oh, but they have Persona back now. And it's gonna snipe again. The Aurha activation. There we go.
This is the second time we've seen that, and it's just so oppressive. And Dstar needs to get Aurha in order to get in, but it's kind of a catch-22 because if you get clipped while you're doing it, you're just dead.
Yeah, absolutely. But now Dstar having the offensive momentum they need to get something started here, as they got Thun Lunk with their back to the wall here, not able to block these mix-ups here.
I'm choosing not to TP as much with the early rounds over here.
Yeah,
probably just waiting for awakening.
More cautious, but it might just be time for them to make a decision. We're gonna see something like Burst Margarula. That might just be the play, but they're able to land a hit out, and there's an opportunity for them to turn this around now.
Oh, and there's that hit.
And the
arrow splitting the bullets like Odysseus. Oh man. But that sweep, okay, no meter really for a follow-up over here. It does get a DP, and you're probably going to see a Magarula right up.
Are we going to see a low? Oh, we do! The second low is going to open up. Oh!
Oh, and the bomb!
We are just going to Reset City. Unblockable. Nasty. But Thun Lunk able to turn it around ever so slightly, ever so narrowly at that. Wow.
Oof. I need a shower. That was filthy. You want one reset? That's just got to be a backbreaker. I mean, you do everything right for the most part, but the one thing you did wrong was block an arrow full screen, and now you gotta block that Magarula mix-up. And after the Magarula mix-up, you gotta block another mix-up. And if you have the unfortunate displeasure of being in the air, you get air unblockable. So sometimes that's how it goes down. But Thun was playing that like a maestro, really not doing anything too reckless. You don't have to in this matchup, right? At the end of the day, you're the zoner. IS has got to come to you.
Absolutely.
And when they do, they're going to get clipped and eat 4K. That's what happens. So good stuff by Thun, and great tournament by Dstar. Fortunately bowing out now, but a fantastic run as always.
Yeah, for sure. It definitely has been like some crazy matches here, but we are not done yet. As up next, we're going to be having Aurha going up against Panxut. So both of these characters do want to play a bit more up close and personal, so we're going to be seeing a lot of air dashes, a lot of running in. We're going to be seeing a whole lot of action, a whole lot of fisticuffs up close.
That's for sure, and we got to remember, Aurha just got knocked down into losers by Jordan, another Adachi player. So I'm wondering if they're going to be taking any adjustments here, if they're thinking that the problems that they had in that last set was due to a way on how they played the specific Adachi matchup, or how they played the Jordan matchup, because the Jordan and Panxut matchup, I'm sure, is highly different.
Okay, yeah, for sure. All right, gonna get a room, get both of our players in here right now. The Aurha and Panxut, yep. All right. Now let's get that prediction up too. Make sure our players, our viewers, have the opportunity to spend some points of theirs right now. I'm doing this all by myself while managing the stream. It's not easy, but I try. But you can also try by typing in !Matcherino. Be sure to Be sure to claim those coupon codes if you have not already. Be sure to do those sponsor quests. Add some money into our pots. It definitely means a lot.
This is a friendly reminder to claim those codes.
Or else.
And soon it will turn into an unfriendly reminder. So get ready.
We will come.
We will. We will.
Alright, and with that, everything is set up. Everything is good to go. Let's get our players on deck, ready, on set to get started here with this, our next amazing match in Losers Quarterfinals.
Rock and roll.
That's what I love to hear.
Please select your character.
You wanna play with me?
Here we go. Both of them staying true to their mains here, not switching off for any reason at all. No need to.
I mean, you got this far. Might as well keep going, you know?
Exactly, exactly.
Round one.
Let's see how we start this engagement over here. We're slowly approaching with some air normals. Now Panxut decides to do it, and something that we've, I think, come to expect from Aurha, saying, you know what, screw this, we're just going to DP to start up. And then, of course, you're fighting with the king of DP, you're going to be fighting with Adachi. He's going to throw some ones out at the same time. Taking a lot of damage from those Persona normals early, and Aurha now getting that conversion that they need in order to boost themselves up to close to Red Axe.
Yeah, Red Axe right here on deck now. Now the damage is going to skyrocket here, especially on those counter hits automatically becoming fatal. So, like right there, Panxut just going to have to be a lot more careful, but nice. Atom Smasher going to get a combo after.
It's probably the worst case scenario, but Aurha does get Awakening out of it and whiffs the DP, tries to bait the burst Panxut does, and goes for the DP again. Aurha's really going to have to shore that up if they're going to be winning this set. Adachi is very floaty. It's very easy to jump around. It's just, okay, we'll do it anyway. Why not? And Adachi said, I want in on this party. Is that fun?
Aurha really likes to utilize DP a lot here, but that might just be an issue for them actually in this match. Ooh, almost baited the burst.
Very aggressive burst and does it again, but does have Red Axe now, and as a result is able to clean up, push the corner, and this is going to be a dead Adachi.
Yep, and there we go. Tying up the rounds here for the first game. We are not messing around at all.
Not at all. Let's see how Panxut responds to that. We get a little more aggressive, but chooses to back up at the start, but finally gets Aurha into block string a little bit, rolls off of the baited DP, and now is going to take a pretty nasty combo as a result. Goes for the fear setup off of the ping pong combo.
Yeah, not able to land the fear safe jump necessarily, but still having fear can just quite intentionally instill fear in your opponent, because next hit being a fatal is a very, very big deal. But speaking of fatals, we're getting a fatal right here from Aurha with that Red Axe, and this is going to hurt so much to OMG. Yeah. We're making sure Panxut dies here, and there we go. Aurha taking the first game.
7.2k off of a DP bait. Brutal. Disgusting. And not even any brutal acts. just brutal, in fact.
Yeah, for sure.
You wanna play with me?
Crazy confirm. I have to agree, absolutely, chat. But you know, we still got a lot more of where that came from with this match here. Panxut can still turn this around at any moment. You know, Adachi, a comeback machine once they get the Mandala buffs installed. Like, once they get Heat-Riser or Mandala on deck, honestly, Adachi just becomes a whole train, a monster, a force to be reckoned with.
Let's see if they even get to that point. Nice early pressure from Panxut. Again, baiting and blocking the DP, and now getting the Aura's health to about half. Pushing them slowly into the corner and choosing to go for the fear setup. And able to bait the DP once again, but forcing a burst from Aurha, and now stuck in the corner.
Right. Like I said, Aurha really likes to utilize that DP a lot here, but it seems like that Panxut has started to catch on now in terms of dealing with it. It's like you leave a gap, they're going to reversal here, like gears here, but not much that Panxut could do there. But no bad whiff DP.
Seems like both sides, when they're just put in a stuck situation, they're just deciding to DP and nothing else. I mean, some jump outs go. The roll DP. That's a smart move. Goes for that roll again, forcing the burst. What is happening?
Persona is happening. That's what
Persona is happening. Oh lord. Chaotic. For those
nice.
Ooh, nice.
Low into overhead. Crazy, crazy mix.
That's crazy. And you're stuck in that block stun. Because that EX gunshot puts you into block stun for several years. It's truly horrible.
Yeah, it is very, very plus. So spending the meter just to augment your pressure, absolutely worth it. But what a nice OGG pickup here, punishing Aurha for not teching here. Trying to go for it unblockable.
I think so, but now stuck in the corner, Panxut is. Aurha got the pressure, and they have no burst. Adachi tries to go for the throw, misses, and is going to eat a ton of damage as a result. And to be honest with you...
Nice OMB here, yep. Goodbye health bar, but... No buts. Well, sorry about that. That just straight up killed, yeah.
No buts, that's just death. Aurha's saying, you know what, screw this. I don't need a burst. I don't need axe color at all. We're just going straight into it. Oh.
Ooh, but the bait on the DP there once again is going to be a really big issue for Aurha here. I don't know, spending all of those resources there in the last round might have just not been in Aurha's favor, because now it's going to take them a while to build up the axe to become, to be dealing some decent damage.
I mean, take the win if you got the win, of course, but, like, that's not going to work out too well for you here. Yeah. Sorry to say.
Now, Panxut tying out the score 1-1 here. We got a crazy, crazy match here. Both of these players want to stay in ever so desperately in the tournament, but only one can stay, and it's going to definitely be a struggle here to see who will face off against Thun Lunk in losers semifinals next.
Step at a time. There's no need to run. I think that was a famous philosopher that said that.
Gee, I wonder who. Somebody should Google that.
Guess we'll see. Slowly but surely. Okay, Panxut's starting off roughly the same as before, but getting some early hits, getting a crouch confirm as well, which leads into a ping pong combo over here. Again, the fear setup happens. Or choosing not to DP this time, but taking 2 consecutive fatal combos as a result. And this is going to be a clean perfect for Panxut right now. Or wisely choosing not to burst, but they've got an uphill battle. If they're going to burst earlier in this round. Oh, slowly but surely, Aurha down to blue axe. Not really getting much by way of pressure. Again, DP gets baited. Wow, there's the burst, right? We're going to start to see some pressure going on over here. Magatsu Izanagi gets killed, but Ariane does not off of that. And then Panxut just says, you know what, screw it, I'm just going to DP you. We don't want to deal with this. Whiffs the 2B, doesn't really matter, gets some extra pressure going. Aurha going for the 5D and missing, and now all of a sudden takes another combo. This is not looking too good for our hero.
Yeah, for sure. But oh, nice. The air turn JC. Going to OMB, make sure this kills. And yeah, Panxut going to just take it there ever so convincingly. 2-1.
Was a clean round. Good run to both players over here. Obviously, Panxut's still going, and Aurha, that was a good run for you as well. So nothing to be ashamed of.
Absolutely, absolutely, yeah. Really, really good tournament matches here so far. Haven't had like a shortage of any good matches here at all in this tournament.
Well, definitely, everything's been amazing. So Panxut's gonna move on to face Thun Lunk in losers finals. And now over on the winners semis side, we see Hero and Jordan. I think that's what's coming up next, right?
Absolutely, yep. That is what are we going to be having up next here. Very, very interesting match. We're going to be having an Aegis up against another Adachi here.
More Aegis, hoo-ha-ha. More Adachi, hoo-ha-ha.
Yes, we don't get to run out of those anytime soon.
Absolutely not. You know, if I just, like, squint, Aegis kind of looks like kanji.
Oh my god, because the
a little bit.
Hair.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. If I close both of my eyes and then just hear "you want some" over and over again.
Yep, you just gotta use your imagination a bit.
Yeah, 1000%. All right, but nonetheless, that's enough of my poor fantasies. The fantasies of a madman over here. We got 2 fantastic players going up against in winter semifinals over here. So once they're ready, we'll be ready, and we'll be one step closer to Nirvana.
For sure. And now the prediction up. Who will win between Hero and Jordan? Place your bets. Place your bets. Go to Matcherino. Use those codes. Use those codes. Do those sponsor quests. Do those sponsor quests. And you know, again, just want to remind y'all in chat, we do have a very, very big announcement for y'all right before grand final, so please make sure to stick around for this tournament. I know y'all are enjoying it already, but it's gonna get a lot more saucier once we get that announcement ready, because it's gonna be huge.
Boom.
All right, let's see. Do we have both players in here? We sure do. So why not? Let's not keep y'all waiting anymore. Let's get this match started. And
Super excited. Let's go.
let's go in.
You know, I was hoping they would start it when I was doing that, but they didn't. Okay, there we go.
Sometimes we can't always be blessed with comedic timing.
No, we certainly cannot. It's not about how many times you fall, it's how many times you get back up, right?
Exactly, exactly.
Jordan on the player 1 side here, on the player 2 side. Let's have some fun. I think we saw a similar matchup like this earlier, right? We did see... okay, I could be bugging.
I think we did. I don't know if Panxut went against any Australia. Yeah, Panxut and Dstar. Yeah, they played.
Yeah, okay, perfect. Gotcha.
So now we have the other Adachi versus the other Aegis player playing against one another now in winners finals here. But the big difference here is that this is going to be first to 3 now.
All right, 100%. I forgot this is winners finals. Perfect to go here. Yeah, first to 3, that will be the set, and both players just gotta feeling themselves out for a little while, just seeing what's going on right now. A lot of floating, a lot of jumping. Both these players kind of have a reputation for being rather aggro, rather aggressive in the way that they approach, but keeping things slow.
For sure.
Jordan very content to use the. Oh, okay, we got an early burst. I'm sorry, I cut you off.
It's a good burst, yeah, just to make sure that Jordan is stuck in the corner, so that way Hero can maximize their offensive potential here. You know, Jordan is not going to go down sitting down without a fight. They are going to pick their options very carefully just to make sure that they don't have to hold the onslaught of mix-ups that come from this character. 100%.
Hero does not get the rest of that punish off of that DP bait. Or could have been baiting a burst there, though. Jordan taking it one step at a time, and ooh. Okay, nice awakening from Hero that was not punished by Jordan, and slowly but surely we're continuing our way back in. 5D pressure moving in. Tries to go for that cheeky 5D AOA using the electric beam to cover your advance, but Hero gets the best of him there and takes that round.
Absolutely. But we still got another round. We still got another chance to see some action happen here from Jordan. We're going to block here. Going to be able to take their turn right here now. Nice catch. 5C are going nowhere. But they'll be going all the distance with that backdash.
Ooh, taking an early 5C over here. It's a lot of damage and corner pressure. I didn't know the mortars did that. That's pretty cool. Taking things slow. Jordan content to block right now. Finally gets a guard cancel and immediately gets DP'd right back into the corner. But now decides to push in just a bit more. Hero definitely getting the best of him here. We should be seeing a burst from Jordan soon, but the combo gets dropped. There's the burst.
But Awakening on deck now, so now what Jordan needs to look out for is just looking for an opportunity to get their buffs on deck here, but it might just be hard with how difficult Hero is making it to get anything started, forcing them to waste a meter, but... Ooh, try to anti-air the grab super.
That's a smart move. It's a smart move to get out. Okay. Hero chooses to activate Orgia neutrally, and Jordan is just content floating around a bit more. And don't block if you don't have to. All the while, the Orgia meter is going back down, but Hero was able to cancel it.
Jordan's going to have to figure out how to go in very soon because they don't have that much time on the clock or much life left either, as that JC is going to be sealing the deal there. Such an amazing button on Aegis.
It's really fantastic. Good stuff.
That's going to be the first game going to Hero here. And now, it was very interesting how Jordan was playing, how Jordan was approaching this matchup, but like it could certainly be difficult to deal with like a lot of the onslaught of the bullets and the like, because like at any moment Hero can just like play it back, a lot more laid back play just from a further distance and pick their opportunities to go in, whereas Jordan is gonna have to like deal with that and try to find their ways in regardless. But once they get it, I'm sure that Jordan definitely has the potential to like make their hits count, get the buffs when they're ready to do so, and just make sure that once they get the momentum they need to get started, that they just don't let go.
Yeah, I mean, or just use the meter to kill. You know, like you don't even have to go for Mandala buff in that situation. Like if you see an opportunity where your opponent's at like the 4 or 5k health range and you get a clean counter hit, I mean, just send it. Jordan
Absolutely.
engaging a bit more aggressively early. He's able to force Hero into the corner, and oh, that's a weird option for that cross-up dash.
Yeah, the 5B
5B.
hitting there was a little weird. I don't think Jordan was ready to convert off of it.
I don't think so
Here we
either.
go.
But decides to go for
Gonna activate the
the
Heat
Heat
Riser.
Riser. Doesn't get the buff though because it's on block. So now we're just kind of continuing our certain situation. Hero laying some bullets into him. And neutral once again is reset.
Ooh, nice catch on the backdash, but unfortunately was not able to convert there. But here we go. Now this is a conversion we not like to see with the 5C. Forcing
Pops
Hero.
over the prone Aegis, is able to get an extra hit off that, forcing the burst. Up, watch your legs. It's a tough cross up, and Jordan's forced to burst as well.
Nice
I guess
hits
Persona
right
Breaker,
here.
you're in trouble. Alright. This could be anybody's match, but if I were Hero right now, you definitely want to go in before Adachi gets that Persona back, because anything could...
Oh, it's too late. Yep, spoke too soon, as now Jordan got the Persona back just in the nick of time and was just able to seal the deal with that wonderful 5C.
That's brutal.
Yeah,
That's just unfortunate.
It
timing,
hurts
yeah.
to get stabbed in the gut.
Yeah, it's definitely a punch in the gut, but still got plenty of time to go over here.
Punch?
Jordan
No, that's
not
like a
going
whole
down without a
knife
fight.
right there.
Simple
Ugh.
5C counter hit cross up puts Hero at about 60% health. Now it's Hero's turn. Watch your knees.
There you go. Nice mortar there. Gonna be able to continue this combo. Rack up some nice damage. Like, you're looking at almost 5K. Yikes.
4.8 plus the reset and no burst by Jordan to take this out here, but his meter is rapidly growing.
Yeah, I don't even think it's worth it for Jordan to burst at this point. Like, just hold it, see what they can do. DP not gonna work out with the Aurha dash,
Yeah.
but it's okay. They have burst ready and they can make use of it in the next round.
And that's just, it kind of highlights some of the cool stuff about Aegis, right? Because that DP, Aegis literally phased through it with her Aurha forward dash. It wasn't one of those special dashes that are focused on evasion. That was just your standard run-of-the-mill Aurha forward dash and just phase through whatever Adachi wanted to do in
Oh,
that situation.
no, that is the one with Invul, yeah. So that actually is a special one.
Oh, perfect.
Yep.
Nice. I'll show how much I know. Oh,
AOA.
AOA set up again, but this time finally gets it.
Oh, tried to catch the mode change with the super, but unfortunately it did not work out as Jordan intended.
Definitely not. Now it's kind of a tough position. Jordan still does not have burst up here. Thankfully now there's his Hero for Jordan's sake. Meter's looking roughly, you know, not too minimal, but I guess is now all of a sudden out of Aurha, and this is Jordan's time to start swinging.
Alright, nice. The JC here just making it really hard for Jordan to land here safely. As Hero is also just doing an amazing job just controlling the pace of the match here with all these missiles, all these bullets.
Oh.
Ooh, bad burst.
That's going to be it.
Yeah, and there you go. Hero going to be up another game here now. So now Jordan's really going to have to rethink their approach on what they're going to do to take back some games here.
Yeah, I mean, that really could have gone any which way. I mean, he just got hit at the end.
Absolutely.
I think, like, if you're going to be, you know, and part of it's also, like, maybe conserving meter or looking to put yourself in a situation where you have enough meter to counter super if you see those missiles come up, right? Because that's twice that kind of, you have, like, this 50-50 situation coming up as a result of, I guess, setting up the EX missiles. I don't know if Atom Smasher would be a viable option there. I imagine so. But I think it's also projectile invul for a little while.
I believe it is, yeah, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
I guess if somebody in chat is more knowledgeable, please feel free to correct us, because, you know, commentators don't know anything, right?
We are stupid. Well, let me correct. Grim is a genius. I just be talking.
No. We are stupid. There is a we.
We are stupid.
There is a we in this.
We are Groot. All right, keeping it going around game number 3 over here. Reminder: this is a first to 3, but after this, we're gonna be moving back to the loser side, and that set will actually be a first to 2 once more.
Yep, for sure. They're battling for the winner seat in grand finals here, but it's looking like Hero wants it more than Jordan, as look at how much damage Hero is doing here. Counter hit, forcing Jordan to burst here, but I don't even know if I agree with it at this point, because what can Jordan do to make this turnaround happen? It's like they could definitely get the buffs they need, but even then, just like one touch, like right here, and it could just be over here next round.
This is a ton of damage. And Hero starting to feel himself a little bit right now, continuing with that offense and not really giving Jordan much time to breathe. And Adachi's defensive options aren't particularly well suited to the pressure that Aegis brings, right? I mean, you're going to be 2B'ing, and that 2B isn't very safe on the best of days, let alone against a character that can dip and dive around you. Not to mention that DP, which I think Hero's kind of got a beat on. All of a sudden, finds his way into the corner once more. There's the DP.
Nice DP.
Clocks him right in the skull. Pressure resumed again. Gets the cleanup. Right, gets the non-counter hit confirmed with the 5C. He's able to get the sweep.
Ooh,
no conversion on it, but
Hero is just not ready, and now with the combo here, we're going to be tacking on some even more damage. The Heat Riser buff helping out with the damage, and there you go, JC sealing the deal. DP their corpse. Get that out of here. Get him out of here.
You're down 2 games to none. You got to start with the mind games, am I right? So,
yeah, for sure. Gotta show some disrespect now.
Exactly.
Every now and then, it is always warranted.
Yeah, exactly. Both players have burst up. Jordan very content to just back up and wait for Hero to make a mistake. All the while that Orgia mode is slowly ticking away. Here we go again. Hero with a same side triangle jump overhead. That is nuts, but no Orgia.
No, I think something awoken in Jordan right now here. They're finally getting the momentum. They're finally getting the rounds that they want to see here. Nice roll here. Gonna lock them down here. Gunshot. Don't you move now.
That's a beautiful DP by Hero in order to stop the pressure a little bit. But now this is a very winnable situation. Uses the, oh my god, uses the float to stay in place.
Ooh, nope. That is not the answer here now.
Oh!
Make a burst? DP into DP. Madman Jordan here. We were just not on the same mind length here. Jordan just ascended here now. Those two, after losing those two, I think the internet finally kicked in. The download is there. The Verizon 5 gig. We got the fiber optics right now. It's over.
Yeah, it was dial up for the first 2 games, but now we're starting to see some real speed.
The ISP pulled through. We got the optimum now.
It's still tough to come back from 2 games to none here. So, one adjustment at a time. We got to see how Hero tries to respond to really put a pin in that. They needed to burst slightly earlier in order to avoid that extra bit of hits. But I guess they were worried about Jordan baiting that burst, which he almost did at the very end.
Yeah, I don't know if it was just like a mental thing, because I know like Hero, like there can be a very emotional player at times. So it's like Hero is definitely a strong player, no doubt. But it's like once they get on tilt, or just anybody on tilt, really, it can be a lot harder to play. So hopefully, as long as Hero can maintain their composure, they still have an opportunity to turn this around.
100%. And there's no character that tilts you more than Adachi. He's just designed to piss you off.
I don't know about that when Aegis exists. Or Yukari exists.
Sorry, yeah.
I was about to say, it's like Shadow Nautsu, I think, like is the most tilt-inducing character, because people will legit feel that wins from that character are not earned. I don't blame them, but I'm not gonna say anything about that. Oh, got gripped.
Death grips. What are you talking about? Don't you like eating like an instant frenzy combo off the start and then dying? Oh, this is just unfortunate.
Oh, here we go. Nice damage into Ghastly Whale to seal the deal.
Nice. And
Jordan's figured out everything they needed now.
Yeah, I don't know if that's Jordan snatching defeat from the jaws of victory from the jaws of defeat, or the reverse for Hero. But either which way, Hero neither player with any burst to start this round, and kind of an uphill battle for Hero. But Hero's still up in this set, so let's not make it sound like this is a kind of a dead and gone situation for him.
Yeah, for sure. Anything can still happen in the tournament. Cannot count either of these players out, especially with how far they've made it into the tournament here.
Especially with how the movement is by Hero. Look at all these cross-ups. Hard to keep them still.
For sure. Boom. Really misses the mode change there. Wow, what evasion from Hero here. And again, like you said about the movement, Hero's been doing a really good job of just making great use of the movement, weaving in and out, just picking their opportunities to come in here. But, oh, misses the command grab, unfortunate, as Hero was just ready to mash that out.
It's a ballsy Megiddo to start this round over here. Oh, slow, or rather, to engage pressure, I should say. This match has been going for a while. Do it again. There we go.
Ooh, sweeps right under, not dealing with any of that, gets open. And now
there's
the
the heat
damage.
riser.
It's coming now.
Oh, you're dead, sir.
Mandala, but no awakening for Mr. Hero here. And now we have tied up the game 2-2. We went to game 5. The comeback might just be real, but now what is Hero's plan to make sure that they maintain their grip on the winner's seat that they had just before?
I don't know. It's starting to seem a little shakier than it was before. Jordan taking advantage of some really costly misplays by Hero to sort of claw his way back into the set. It's a lot of little hits, a lot of little things that you just got to shore up. And I mean, Hero's been doing a fantastic job normally staying away from all of the things that makes Adachi dangerous. But how long can you do that for?
And that is the question. But you know, both of these characters are really strong threats. When Hero gets those knockdowns, that's really when it matters. But it's just really mainly been the neutral interactions. I think that's where Hero might need to like rethink their strategy, because there's been a lot of times where like Jordan was able to just slip through, land the counter hit JCs, and then just get a lot of their momentum started.
100% agreed. So we're taking this a little bit more calmly. I think both players understand the magnitude of the situation here. Slowly backing away. Lots of high jumps going on. Hero's able to clean up and grab a flame wheel. Get another one, so going to force a hard knockdown.
I'm really liking the additional air control that Hero is starting to implement here with a lot of the JAs, JCs, just making sure that Jordan cannot jump for free and try to abuse that JC as much as they were those other 2 rounds. %. But Jordan forced into an early burst here. Ooh, but nice, the air DP. Always got to be careful of that when characters have that option. But you know, the combo here works. Mandala, it is time. The robbery, it begins. The bank heist is going to start. Will Adachi get the payday? That's a great block on the initial cross-up by Jordan. But still gets eaten up. Oh, but the cross-side and the rage burst! And this is poison. Yep. That's another Mandala. That was really unfortunate with the gun turning around the way it did there. Oh, that probably just has something to do with the cross-up. Oh, that's back-breaking. And now Jordan's starting to take the pressure here on match point and taking a huge chunk of Hero's health right off the bat. Hero going for the DP. Ooh, what a great 2B right here. You know, Jordan not messing around here now. Hero on their last legs here. One more mix. Does not block the mix-up to guess for game. Jordan making the comeback here. Going to be taking the winner's seat of Grand Finals. What a match. Yeah, no, 100%. And we just looked at that caution tape was well warranted, because I just witnessed a murder. A reverse murder, if you will. But yeah, sure. Hero still got a ways to go. They're going to be facing the winner of Thun and Panxut in losers. In that losers finals. But before we get to losers finals, we got to get to losers semifinals, which I think is going to be our next match on stream. So congrats on Jordan to make it into Grands. For sure. But we are going to be going back to losers now as we get our next match ready, as we get Thun Lunk versus Panxut. So we're getting more Adachi action. The Adachi, it never ends. We always get more. The Adachi train is not stopping. They only stop to refuel. We're keeping this party going. Absolutely. But you can also refuel that Matcherino by typing in !Matcherino in the chat. Be sure to support our players with the money they deserve. Codes. Whoops. What? No. Gary, I misclicked. You're good. So we're getting all prepped up for the next match. Semifinals, there we go. No, there's a lot I gotta set up just by myself here, but it's rough out here. But the things I do for this community, I love y'all. You're doing a great service to us. Thank you for all your hard work. Thank you for being on comms. It definitely means a lot. You're very kind. All right, so while we wait, I think we saw something similar slightly earlier. Well, let me double check our full bracket here. No, I don't think Thun's facing Adachi today yet, right? Or sorry, I'm bugging. I guess yeah, right? I don't think. Oh so. No, Thun played Dstar earlier. Never mind. Yeah.
Yeah, they knocked out Dstar. Okay. Alright. Well, guess we get more of this. Let's have fun.
Yep, for sure. I think we got everything set up now to get started.
Perfect.
There we go. Now, without further ado, we get the match started. Panxut just thinking ever so carefully on the character select, just recollecting their thoughts, thinking about what's at stake here. This is going to be first to two, excuse me. So it's not going to be like winners finals. It's going to be a lot faster.
100%. Still got some time to go. But before we can get to losers finals, we got to get to losers semis, and here we go. Some Thun, some Adachi. Slow and steady.
Alright, here we go. Just already controlling the pace of the match right here. And already Thun Lunk pushing Panxut to the corner with all this damage. Ugh.
Oh my. Right. Forced into awakening already and going for another DP. Sir, you're not fighting Aurha. We have to settle this one down a little bit. Oh, never mind. Does it again. And gets Mondo for his troubles. Okay, pretty good. Let's see if we got a little bit of cheeky comeback in it, and Thun says, you know what, I got that DP on deck too. Don't worry about a thing.
Oh, bad DP on the block string.
Oh man. This is a ton of damage right now. Oh, very, very smart burst to avoid the mix up there. Can he block? He gets hit by the DP set.
Yeah, just narrowly with the pixel too. Wow.
The Adachi robbery on full display, but that was a great test of fortitude by Panxut. Good stuff. Alright, let's see what we got going on over here. One step at a time. Blocks the DP again.
Blocks the DP again, yeah. Just Thun Lunk really has to be a lot more careful with these DPs because it is costing them dearly here. Fatal! Ooh, good health bar. Welcome, round two.
Welcome, game two. Oh, Lord. Panxut turned on the Jets in that second round. That was a tale of two Adachis.
Yeah, for sure. We've been seeing a lot of Adachi action in this tournament. That just might be the theme, the moral of the story today. Adachi.
Very well might.
True.
Well, if Panxut takes it over Thun, I mean, he's gonna have to go through some Igus before we get to the potential of an Adachi Grand Finals. Still looking way too far ahead over here. I mean, it's easy to just look back in hindsight and go, what went wrong, right? But like, can't just be. If you're looking at anybody who got like a primer on baiting DPs in this tournament, like it's Panxut. Panxut's been doing that the entirety of losers, pretty much.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so we might have a connection issue with Panxut saying that it felt pretty bad to play in.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, give it a few seconds, see if they can restabilize.
Yeah, we might just have to do a connection check real quick then, just to get that resolved. Alright, so we're gonna go handle that right now. Yeah, unfortunately, this stuff does happen. It is really sad to see. But hopefully we do get this resolved very quickly, because it would be a shame to have to DQ somebody this late in the stage of the tournament.
100%. And nobody wants to see that.
Yeah.
Results still hold from that previous game. Panxut's still up 1-0. So.
Alright, let's check the status of the Matcherino. So we currently got $38.30. So we've got some people donating. Captain Ab at the top donating $25 to the pot. Big shout outs. We also got Saizo, Gallant Squire donating some money into the pot too. But if you have not already, please go ahead and claim those coupon codes by typing in !Matcherino. We got 29 codes left, but even then, if you already use those codes, be sure to do the sponsor quest. Simple stuff like following somebody on Twitter or subscribing to somebody's YouTube, and that adds money into the pot. Why wouldn't you want to go and do that? Why wouldn't you want to do stuff that you can help out for free and adds even more just for free?
1000%. Also want to give a big shout out to Seizo. Chie Goat. That's all. Okay, carry on.
Alright, let's see. Got the connection test from one of our players. Looks good here. Gotta wait for the result from Panxut, and then I'll be able to get something started.
Almost.
All right. Still waiting up for Panxut to get that connection test. So, as we wait, how's your day been so far, Mr. Necro?
My day's been great. I mean, sorting out some vacation plans and getting to spend a whole bunch of quality time with y'all, doing some Persona commentary. So, fantastic day. How about yourself?
About myself, been great. Been really excited to get this tournament all set up, getting the stream set up. Woke up and I was like, you know, I got something to do today. I got to get the stream ready. I got to watch some good ass Persona.
That's for sure. I mean, it certainly beats. I'm studying some code on the side, and it certainly beats doing that. You know.
Oh, for sure. Got to get your head in the books, you know. But sometimes it's good to take a break and just enjoy some time enjoying this amazing game.
No, exactly. I mean, it can't all be work all the time. You know, work and play don't mix, they say, but I think it can. And what better way to practice, like, you know, what's it called, like learning, like, you know, database software, like SQL or something like that. You can make your own database, and it could just be populated with like every Persona character and like frame data. Isn't that a fun way to spend your weekend?
Yeah, sure is. Yep.
You don't have to lie. It was sarcasm.
I'm sorry. I was responding to something else. I didn't completely hear what you said, so
That's totally fine.
I autopiloted.
That's very fine. How dare you? No, it's very fine. I'm just waiting a little bit. What are we? What's our status on these connection checks right now?
Still waiting for. Oh, there we go.
Perf.
All right, so Pan's phone is having issues apparently.
Okay.
So yeah, we might just have to wait a bit to get those results, but at this point, we can't really move on until we figure out how we proceed with this match. Again, really sorry to all our viewers with the technical issues. It does happen, but we do try to resolve them as swiftly as we can to make sure that y'all get matches that we can all enjoy.
Keep it coming, guys. Keep it coming. Well, while we wait, we asked you about your favorite food. How about your favorite sport? We got anybody who likes sports in the Twitch chat over here? Baseball season's going on right now. I love a good bit of baseball, but NBA playoffs are happening, hockey playoffs are happening, and American football's going on. But we got a lot of soccer people in the chat too, I hope. So.
Yeah, for sure. Always sports season is always very interesting to see. I've never been like a crazy sports guy myself, but you know, can't say I'm not a hater of it either.
I feel that, you know, it's all different communities, you know, like, I think that's the thing. Like, people make fun of, like, you know, esports communities for, you know, whatever reason, and honestly, sometimes justifiably. But there's a lot of bad eggs, I feel, in every community, but there's also a lot of good in every community too, and it really brings people together, and you're able to do absolutely wonderful things. That being said, like, college football, entirely different beast. Those people are crazy.
Absolutely.
All right, I heard some people enter a lobby.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, if anything, it's looking like that we're probably just going to continue running the match. Because, like, both these players look perfectly fine speed-wise. It just might be a distance thing, but I'm just asking Panxut what the ping was for the match. Just so I have an idea of what it was. Ooh, still. I might just go to Ask Thun Lunk now, just to make sure I get a swifter response so we can get through this faster. Yep.
That'd be great.
Alright. Looking like we're good to go. Yep.
Alright, perfect. Sorry for the delay, everyone. Back in action.
Yeah, Pans is still up around. We're going to continue as
You wanna play
intended.
with me?
Oh, adjustments with Unluck here. Really, just... I'm gonna sound callous if I just say don't get hit, right? But, I mean, be wise with your DPs, and try and stay as far away as you possibly can. I mean, you have the buttons to do so, so you might as well use them.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
But that's kind of what's happening right now at the start. Thun's deciding to play a bit more patiently. He's able to get a charm fatal counter arrow right off the rip, but content to chip him away. Meter's low. Not really much else they can do. And Thun, one breaking into the corner, is now finding the way out. They're back in mid-screen, but Panxut finally gets a hit. Thunlunk's able to DP. Nice.
And now
Nice
it's
from here.
Thun Lunk going back to the zoning game here.
That could just keep it simple. Don't have to do anything too crazy. A fantastic roll by Panxut to get within striking distance of Thun, but Thun able to safely jump away and resume the long-range Toho pressure. Alright, Adachi in Awakening, and that's a dangerous hit right now, leading into the EX Mandala.
Yeah, Panxut finally found their way in here. Going to be racking up the damage here. Ooh, and the fatal mix. Yep, forcing Thun Lunk to burst there into Margarula. You'd love to see it, but nice block from Panxut, and it's going to roll out and seal the deal with J2D. Vorpal Blade.
Dangerous. Oh, lordy. What an incredible comeback from Panxut there in that first round.
That's what this character does. It's just the potential. You can never count Adachi out, especially once he's in Awakening.
Oh,
It's
definitely.
Once he gets those buffs, it's just a lot harder to stop the train.
1000%. But Thun completely switching up the game plan here, saying, hey, you know what? I tried it your way, Necro. Now we're going to move back in. Coming in with a swift air grab and then an AOA, and now all of a sudden big corner pressure and the mute, so Adachi can't be doing anything else crazy. Baits the DP, but still gets hit.
Yeah, gotta watch out for that second hit. Can always just surprise you at the moment.
Crazy stuff. It's by
Nice.
another DP, and Mandala, here's the fun beginning, but there's a lot less health to work with over here.
But still, you cannot count Adachi out. Cause see, look, poison, heat riser. Ooh, our damage is gonna be huge here. It might just be death, actually. Yeah.
I think it is. Oh,
See,
wow.
Once those buffs come in, the health deficit irrelevant. It's just even there. It's either I touch you or you touch me.
No, 1000%. And to my knowledge, this isn't really the best matchup for Adachi either. But Panxut made it look like...
struggle
Panxut
against
made it look like
Yukari,
nothing.
yeah, but Panxut found their way through.
Hey, that's true, and good job to them. And good job to Thun, too, for a fantastic tournament showing at the same time. But that, we're going to see Panxut go up against Hero, the Aegis player, in Losers Finals, and that will be our next dream match. And the winner of that will await Jordan for Grand Finals. So, getting pretty excited, and we're almost... like 95% way to our very special announcement as well. So
Yeah, after this
Yeah,
match,
look out
yes,
for
we
that.
do have a very, very special announcement. So please stay tuned for that, because it's gonna be exciting. Ooh,
oh man, I'm ready. I don't know about you. I'm ready.
I don't think I'm ready. I think you're capping, buddy.
No cap. Always factual.
All right, so then let's go ahead, do our points business with the predictions. Make sure that our folks get paid for voting.
There we go.
And now we get the next vote with Hero versus Panxut.
Boom.
Boom, spend your points, get your
Spend
money
those
up.
points. Get those predictions in. Let's have a blast.
Absolutely,
Check the,
absolutely.
Let me double check the match for this over here. Hero did have a little bit of experience going up against Adachi's, of course, having lost to Jordan in that reverse sweep back in the semifinals. Rather back in winners finals, I should say. Panxut on the other chance, I don't think has fought Aegis in this tournament.
Oh no, they have. I'm pretty sure they went against Dstar. Yeah.
Oh, did they go against Dstar? Right, early on, the 2-0. Okay.
Yep.
Well, you never know what's gonna happen. I mean, I think they probably learned something since then, but moreover, you gotta completely change up your game plan a little bit if you're trying to prepare for Dstar. It's a different level of Yomi when you're dealing with Hero. A lot more movement, a lot more chaos than perhaps you might be used to.
Absolutely, absolutely. And we're going to be seeing this chaos in action right here in this first 3 set. Hero going to be getting some practice against another Adachi before they get the chance to re-challenge Jordan, but it might not even happen if Panxut is able to take it here.
Absolutely right, but Hero's got a pretty good start. Engaging Orgia early and getting a nice clean 2K, but he's getting picked in the face by a nice DP. The slow walk up with the, I forget what that move's called, just the stance change by Adachi. But Hero immediately side switches and gets him back into the corner. He's about to force Awakening. Unless... No, this probably won't kill. I'll do a shitload though. Oh no, maybe it will.
Ooh, the OMB, we're making sure you are
the burst.
Ooh.
That's it. Fantastic move. Again, you're going to get your burst back. You might as well be aggressive in round 1. Play it like a shadow character. Why not?
Absolutely,
Back
yeah.
up just a little bit.
No,
a clean...
Zero fear from Hero here, and again, being able to get another really important touch here, get that momentum going, make it really hard for Panxut to turn this around here. I think like this more aggressive play from Hero in terms of how they play Aegis might just be different from what Panxut is used to compared to how they played against Dstar.
100%. I mean, it didn't go very well for Panxut when they played Dstar either, but to be able to have to actively adjust and think like, okay, this is an entirely different style of Aegis, but you know, it's definitely pretty difficult. But Panxut does whiff the Heat Riser, so they don't get the buff. But they are able to get a clash, so they will get one more chance on that, especially dating the DP and then eating a grab super as a result. So that's round 1 to Hero.
And there we go. That's going to be Hero taking the first game here. But this is first to 3, so we could see a potential download just like Jordan did in their match against Hero. Anything can happen. Anything can happen.
You wanna play with me?
One step at a time. Of course, it'd be a bit harder to bait a DP, I feel, against Aegis in this situation if they have 50 meter, because that grab super is going to be on deck, and you have to prepare for it. It's kind of an instant escape option too. You just fly, directly up.
Absolutely, absolutely.
All right, but round 2 is starting, and let's see if Panxut slows down a little bit. And we'll start with our commentary over here. Both players backing up to start. Early Persona card break, but now we're back over even at 3 cards apiece. Hero sort of back to the corner. Exactly. Just a quick DP to reset neutral once more. Misses the Megiddo Fire, and now it's a 5A confirmed for Panxut, who just slowly but surely pushes Hero back to the corner. Does so again with a 2A counter hit.
And now we're going to see some staggers going. Nice command grab here. Heat Riser.
50 meter for the Heat Riser buff. And will we be seeing another reset like that? And yes, we do. This is a certified Adachi classic.
True. Let me get some trues in chat.
Get some trues. Backing things up again. Hero most likely having some war flashbacks from that last one. Gets DP'd again in the skull. And slowly burning their gear meter trying to get in. But pressure being held pretty constantly. He's probably going to get power down right there as he does. Tend to keep full screen for a little while, but now Panxut going for a very risky DP there.
I respect the courage from Panxut to go and do that, trying to do something as ballsy as that to turn the situation around. It didn't work out in their favor, but I don't know if they're gonna have another chance to turn this around. But even then, they do have next round to make something happen. That is gonna be saved, but still, Hero does not care. We're gonna go in like it was a punish, and that JC just not going to let Panxut do anything.
That's a smart move by Hero. I think if I recall correctly in their set against Jordan, they got clipped by that once. That like delayed Atom Smasher there, but their DP gets eaten up by the Adachi JC, and now they're stuck in the corner looking for a way out.
Imagine if that JC
was
imagine if that counter hit JC was 1.1. That would have been lights out for Hero.
Yeah. It's a clean 4K, 5K. But Hero slowly chipping away. Oh.
Heat Riser gonna activate the Awakening here.
And now both buffs are up for Panxut, and we'll see how he tries to break this out. It gets clipped by the 5C, and now Poison's active. Quick mode switch for Hero, trying to avoid the imminent demise there, just able to Goddess shield out.
Ooh, nice.
Got the burst, but
that burst not gonna work out. Yeah, now we're already up 1-1 here. Tied up already.
That was a statement game from Panxut to bring things back.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's what I love to see. I love to see this back and forth between both these players here. Both of these players want an opportunity to fight in Grands. And we just got to see how both of these players adapt, what these players are going to change up here. But again, the way it looks right now, it could go either way.
For sure. That's all. It's a small game of adjustments and counter adjustments. We'll take it one single engagement at a time. Panxut choosing to be a bit more aggressive at the start, trying to rush in with the JC and then go for a DP, but quickly losing his burst as a result. And Hero sending him close to the corner as we're sort of beginning over here and taking him down roughly 50% now. But this is a lot of damage over here, and not enough to pop another Goddess Shield, but enough to basically put Adachi within one hit range. But we've seen this before. Nice block on the Magatsu Mandala to avoid craziness, and forcing the burst to, or rather, bursting Hero is to prevent the Heat Riser, which was certainly coming right after that. Yeah,
just to make sure that the madness after from that JC would just not cause anything crazy, because, like, you know, getting touched by a lot of moves once Adachi has Mandala in stock is definitely a big issue, because even if it's a bad starter, Poison is going to tack on some good damage.
100%. It's a big momentum burst for them, and very floaty right now. Hero is just jumping all over the place, getting a little bit, but Adachi is able to pin him to the ground with that JC. Starting over again with just some simple Persona normals, nothing too crazy.
Yeah, I love the in and out from both of these players here, but now Panxut able to get the pressure started here, not letting them jump out here, just keeping the pressure ongoing. Safe jumps to DP, and this is gonna hurt now.
Very smart.
Ooh, I wonder what they were going for there.
Able to fly out, and now all of a sudden, it's still kind of a net positive round for Panxut over here. And burst is still not up for Hero, but it's coming back quite quickly, and Hero's doing a great job stalling if that's the case. And then he got getting clipped by another JC.
Esports normal, you know, Panxut's been really successful with hitting a lot of those JCs there. In fact, too, just making sure to keep Hero honest while they're in the air, just controlling a lot of that airspace. Like right there again, JC, get yourself back to the ground, get this pressure started, block your J's, don't let nobody stuff them up.
Exactly, keep it simple. Panxut's getting the better of that engage, and what's going to happen here? It gets the meaty out of the emergency exit, but still takes a combo for it. Now, all of a sudden, Panxut finds himself in the corner after Hero is able to slowly back him in. Going to be seeing a mode switch here soon.
Nice here.
This DP is a raw mortar in the corner. I'm not sure if that was intentional by Hero. It's able to, or Hero's able to dodge the Vorpal Blade over there, and now we're looking at some pretty big damage.
Ooh, jump into first. Yikes. But it's not going to matter. Hero just trucking it through here. No care in the world. Try to go for a reset, perhaps?
Maybe, or maybe he was trying to get a... No, it doesn't really matter either which way. That's round 2. That's game number 2, or rather, game number 3 goes to Hero. Game number 2, 2 games to 1.
2-1 here now. So now Hero just needs to win one more here. Hopefully they were taking some notes, getting some experience they need to go up against Jordan again. But, you know, at any moment, Panxut could just make the comeback and just tie it up again, just like they did with the first 2 games.
Yeah, these two players are not... They're not messing around, and Panxut's really coming onto the scene and blasting. Every time we count him out, he just orchestrates an increasingly ridiculous comeback, so don't put it past him.
So Panxut started blasting.
So anyways, I started Adam smashing.
I started JCing.
That's it. Panxut gets the better of that exchange, and then gets DP'd for his troubles, but still clips Hero with that 5C. Hero's able to back out with the emergency exit, and then start with their Orgia combo. Double slide switch again. Another nasty cross up, and
ooh, getting opened up by the low. Overhead into low. That is one nasty DP to block at times. Ooh, bad DP here, but not able to get the combo into sweep there. I think that's a crouch confirm if I'm not mistaken, but just so happened that Hero was not crouching.
Yeah, and cleans that up with another 2C right there. All right, so Panxut takes that round pretty quickly. How are we gonna go from here? It tries for the same opening, so another 5C to start, but Hero's a little bit wiser to this and starts to go on the offensive a bit. Okay, now we're getting started with a little bit of Megiddo Fire. It disengages to reset that Orgia meter once more and continue this combo right back in the corner.
Alright, there we go. Nice blocks here from Panxut as they just go down ever so slowly. Get those plus frames, get the cross up. My corner now.
It's mine now, sorry.
Hero
He
going?
has to make a very risky DP here. A couple of...
Side swap, forcing Hero to burst there.
Hero needs this round right now.
Absolutely.
And then Node, of course, I mean, not just the fact that they're down, but that's probably the right place to do is stop that momentum there. But Adachi not with a lot of meter right now.
Oh
Really,
my
neither
god,
team
we're
is.
just going around in circles!
Going in circles.
No, the merry-go-round of Persona here.
Risking negative penalty, and that's a ton of damage.
The negative penalty definitely did not help in regards of that, and that's going to be Panxut tying it up here again. Game 5 again against an Adachi for Hero here. Now, what will Hero do to ensure that they get their rematch against Jordan, lest Panxut steal the opportunity from them?
Play with me? Leave it to me.
I'm not sure. I mean, this is really coming down to the wire here. And every time we count him out, it's like I said before, he just forces his way back in.
Here we go. We got game 5 here on deck.
Here with the start that they really need in order to set this pressure early. And keep it 1 step at a time, baits the DP, nice move. And not able to get the counter hit, but still forces the burst out of Panxut and continues going over there. One more is out of the Megiddo Fire in order to keep the pressure up as opposed to dealing with any 5A nonsense. And now we're just spacing things out each other for a little while, but Panxut is able to slide in and take that JC, and now all of a sudden pushes Hero back into the defensive position.
Ooh, what a
DP
cross
once
up catching
again.
the DP. But that JC doing in amazing work here. Spend the bar, get that extra damage in here. Gonna force Hero into awakening. Whoa, on the read, but does not get the punish, unfortunate.
Not at all, not at all. Just gotta take it 1 step at a time though. Hero gets poked by the spears, and now Hero gets to confirm they need. Not enough to kill though.
It's confirmed. Absolutely huge here. One more mix-up. Not going to be holding any of that with the Adam Smasher. Going to be safe here.
Oh.
DP's out, but no meter
go
to
for
make
that
that even
grab.
more dangerous.
That's fine. Yeah, just set up some meteors. Smart move by Hero, but really
Tried
tempting
to
the fates
2B.
there.
Yeah, I think they tried a 2B there, and it just did not work out, which that might have been a misinput, but a very interesting button to press there nonetheless.
Oh, 100%. Well, we got a couple of counters for the first attack here. So both players get that meter bonus, but now Hero pushes Panxut back into the corner. Panxut does have burst, whereas Hero does not. So look out for a potential bait on that front. This is a very clean 4.89k.
Yeah,
Start this round for Hero.
Despite being a mix-up character, she has no shortage of damage, which is really, really interesting. But speaking of damage, you're going to be seeing some big damage now with this Heat Riser on deck from Adachi, bumping his attack here now. And defense as well. So it's going to help against the mix-ups in the onslaught.
1000%. Taking a raw Heat Riser is never pretty fun, but Hero's able to regain control a little bit. Still has not a fantastic life lead, but is able to get that burst out.
Whoa! Someone has to
Wonderful.
clip that. Wow. Snatched
Wonderful.
Panxut out of the air and robbed them of the opportunity to play in Grands. Hero getting the rematch they so desperately wanted.
That's incredible. What a fantastic set by both players, and a great run by Panxut. A very, very well-deserved third place.
Absolutely, absolutely. And now, Grand Finals. The stage is all set. It's going to be Hero versus Jordan.
Don't need to change any of the character icons, that's for sure.
Yeah, it definitely makes my life easier.
Oh, man.
But you know, before we get that match started, you know, there is actually something that we would like to announce today for all of y'all.
Absolutely. Grim, you want to take it away?
Yes, I got it, bro. So first, fellas, I know some of the questions y'all might have had is like, dang, why Persona tournaments got no money? And you know, we thought about this, so we come up with a solution. So introducing the Dark Hour Circuit. So you know, this is going to be a North American circuit, and I know y'all got some questions. Y'all want to know some details, so you know, here we go. So we are going to be teaming up with Treehouse with as well as Just Block to create a points-based circuit that'll have 12 qualifying tournaments. and 16 qualifying players will be able to have the opportunity to play in a finals bracket that'll have a 1K prize pot. And speaking of which, you want to know, when's the first tournament going to be? Great question. I'm glad you asked. Our first Dark Hour Circuit qualifier will be on June 10th of this year, starting at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. It's definitely going to be an amazing tournament to watch. Definitely going to be very important to mark your calendars, get those points up. This circuit is going to be crazy, and you know, with other tournaments from Treehouse and Just Block 2, even if you can't make it to this one, there's going to be so many opportunities for our players to get some points and get the opportunity to play in the finals tournament that'll get you that 1K pot.
An absolutely phenomenal announcement, and a long time in the works, as Grim alluded to. Super happy to share this with you all today, and this is how we keep the community going. You know, everybody really deserves. We have some phenomenal players who have been working super duper hard, and not to mention everybody else behind the scenes to make sure that Persona is not just a side project, right? This is a full-on major game that deserves major attention, and this is a fantastic way to keep that going.
Amen to
great
that.
stuff. And also, money. Who doesn't like money? Do you know how many like copies of this game $1,000 could get you?
Well, you're not necessarily winning 1,000. That's how much the pot is going to be. Every player that makes it to the qualifiers.
Let him think that. Let him think that. Come on.
Okay, no. We can't lie to him now. You see, it's like you're still going to be getting a major cut. You're going to be walking away with 500. That's still a lot of money. And that money could be even more with the matcherinos that we're obviously going to have for that. Which, speaking of matcherino, please type in !matcherino. Support the matcherino we got for this tournament. Thank you very much. !matcherino again.
Claim those codes. We got just a little bit more time to do so. And speaking of which, I think our final matchup is set. Is everybody in the lobby? Are we ready to go?
Yes, everybody is in the lobby, but just got to make sure some stuff is set up. We got to make sure everything is just perfect for our viewers here. And the scoreboard is the last thing I'm missing. Yep. Let me go fix that up right now. It's
okay. Everybody is probably screaming, crying, throwing up over the Dark Hour Circuit announcement. So that's good. You got time.
Yep. Absolutely. And now with that, I'm ready to get our grand finals match started as we got everybody's blood pumping from that amazing announcement.
Let's go, everybody. This is what you've been waiting for. Let's have some fun.
Let's have some fun. Couldn't have said it any better.
Please select your capture.
What a pain
as we see from before.
Leave it to me.
Well, I think we have the sides have swapped a little bit. Now Hero's taking the player 1 side, and we got Jordan on the player 2 side. Hero's going to have to win this set 3-2, rather first to 3 if they want to then reset the brackets and have a chance to win the whole set. So Hero has to win 6 games in total in order for this to work, whereas Jordan just needs to win the 3.
Absolutely.
We have the peak of Tartarus over here. We have Dorkun in the back. Hi P3 Pro Tag, how you doing? We're just gonna fight on your grave if that's okay. Let's get rocking and rolling here.
Let's get this party started here. Both amazing movement from both these players, wanting to be ever so careful here, but first blood gonna be going to Hero here.
1000%. Heroes, I think, learned a little bit about dealing with Adachi, so I think this matchup knowledge will be very good, but of course Jordan's entirely different beast to start. Hero is swinging, and now Jordan finally gets that clean hit. Brings Hero back into the corner, just to get a little bit of damage. Yellow combo doesn't matter, still does damage. And let's see if there's any resets possible. Does not fall for the reset again, but makes it very questionable DP. Gets sent to Awakening though, and bursts right at their apex, which is not bad.
Oh, nice blocks here from Jordan, getting the instant blocks just to get some extra meter, but gonna use the burst here themselves here. Oh, tried to go for the air throw.
And avoids it. Oh, amazing work from Hero there. We're getting a little bit of Persona contest over here. Jordan without his burst, and same thing with Hero. They got roughly equivalent meter situations going on. And Jordan's going to make quick employ of that, setting up the Heat Riser buff. And will we see Mandala at the same time? We will.
Right after, yeah. So now, next touch, it could just pretty much be over. But the save jump, that's not what you want to do. But it does get Hero out of the corner. So you know what? My fault. I was mistaken. They had the plans. I didn't.
The plan is just... It's like Michael Jordan's secret stuff. It just keeps swinging, you know?
Ooh, nice block of the DP.
And then a sweep. Simple punish. Okay.
Your odds of winning
a nail biter of a first round here, and we're not even done yet.
We're going to be having a lot of those in the grand finals, you know. That's just the nature of grand finals where everything is at stake. The winner is determined in this very match here where anything can happen, just like this crazy combo that Jordan is landing right here into the cross-up.
Keeping things simple right now. Jordan taking it one step at a time, blocks the Megiddo Fire and gets a nice punish for the side swap. It's going to put Hero into Awakening. I'm not sure if we'll see a burst on this. But we are going to see another DP super, but he's able to get around it and then just gets clocked in the dome by a DP into the super cancel.
Yeah, there we go. Now, both of them tying up the rounds here. You know, they did fight before winners finals, so, you know, there is some familiarity here. We're going to be seeing some crazy reads, some crazy plays here, which I'm definitely excited to see what both these players cook up. Oh, boy, nice to see catching. Zio Oki blocks the AOA. How? And unfathomable.
Unfathomable. A little bit of experience with that. I think we've seen that a few times already this tournament. Maybe try to mix it up with the gunshot, you know, grabbing your toesies after this. But Jordan's saying, I'm not even gonna let it get this far. I'm gonna bait a burst out, and then I'm gonna click some extra buttons. We're gonna do some ping pong.
You know, that's Jordan taking the first game right here.
That was looking really promising for Hero at the start, but Jordan just weathered the storm. Again, we've got two fantastic players going at it, so don't expect any freebies here.
Yeah, I don't know.
Heroes definitely got to watch out for their DP placement, though.
After that download completed, it's like, it feels like Jordan has a real handle about how Hero wants to play, what they want to do here to just keep them from getting their game plan and running it. So, like, we're going to have to see that type of awakening come from Hero too if they want to take this and quite potentially take the tournament as well.
100%. Game number 2 coming up.
All right, here we go. You know, we both said nothing because we're just so excited. We just have to, like, calm ourselves down a bit.
I'm sorry for that, Ash. Can't be too much dead air. I apologize. It's my job.
No. All
right, let's keep moving here.
It's all the suspense. It's all the suspense. But,
exactly.
You know, here we go. Let's get it started here. Blocks on the low, you know. Cannot block this character forever. And, you know, Jordan just was not having it, so just had to burst out and get out of there.
Absolutely not. Yeah, exactly. Like we were talking about before. Same thing with last game. Hero's gotten some early pressure. Let's see how much it conveys. All right, so nice blocks over here. Jordan jumps out and is able to get a just a swift conversion to push Hero into the corner over here. Goes for the quick IAD setup and is able to land a counter hit 2B that's going to even up the life lead. Plus the super, putting Hero into Awakening and now setting up an extra match. I guess we were listening about the EX gunshot, but Hero was able to very, very casually DP out and not get punished for it.
Oop, gets opened up by the DP. This is looking like trouble.
Big trouble.
On the double. Try to beat
a little bit of scaling going on over here. No burst coming out from here. Now Jordan's up once again. We'll see what happens. Slow steady. Nice 2C to start from Hero.
Hitting sky high that button for sure.
Crazy sky high, which is nuts because, you know, Jordan ended up getting hit by that 2B, but still recovered in time to counter out Hero. Now a little bit of movement going on. Some movements are happening. Just taking things slow. Jordan's very content being in the very high end of the screen, looking like a Yukari player right now.
Oh, but the
now Hero's got the movement going up.
The burst, yeah, this is not good now.
Domi-san smiles down from heaven at that burst. Gonna eat a lot of damage as a result, but Jordan just rolls out and takes it slow. Right? Still got 100 meter and 3 Persona cards, whereas Hero has to watch the Persona card placement pretty direly.
Nice, the Atom Smash
can't do it. That does so much damage with the negative penalty.
Oh no!
Oh no!
And gonna be a bad burst here, you know. Now Jordan up 2 games here. Will this be another sweep?
Man, don't even need to wait for the reverse if that's the case. But just everything was looking like it was. Everything was looking so good. It was going so well. But Jordan just said, "Nope, I'm done with this. I'm sorry." And the problem too is like, there's so much that Adachi can do to disrupt the game plan of the Aegis, right? But the defensive options are still pretty limited, all things considered. And Hero, I felt like when Hero's been at his best, he's been taking it to Jordan with crazy movement options and really keeping him on his toes and more so just forcing him to block, right? But there hasn't been too many situations where Hero's been able to like bait DPs or really cross him up because it's just been nonstop go, go, go.
Absolutely, but what a bait on
just like that.
first.
And now Jordan's feeling himself. We're going to be seeing a fear setup. We are. Nice blocks, but Hero's able to get out and stop that fear from happening.
But yeah, with what you were saying earlier, it's like it definitely comes down to the neutral interactions where like in order to be getting that nasty vortex going, it's just like it really comes down to how the neutrals played first. But like we've been seeing a lot of times where like Jordan has been successfully able to just control airspace with the JC, keep Hero out of the air, and just maintain that range that the positions that Hero wants to be in. But you know, now that I say that, it might be time for Hero to turn this around here. Finally able to open up Jordan here.
I think so. Definitely a lot of damage off of that little confirm over there.
Nice
Oh,
block.
what an exceptional block.
Combo. Damn. Huh? I think that DP might have been a misinput.
Whew. I hope so.
A very fatal one at that, but you know, we can't turn back the clock now. What's happened has happened, and now Hero just has to live with it and just persevere through it.
Exactly, that's it. Jordan on tournament point right now. Nice DP to break away from the throw tech. We go over here, a little bit of persona clashing going on.
Whoa, what a
nice
5B,
nice
but not
movement
able
option,
to...
but Jordan was ready for it.
Yeah, unfortunately, Jordan was not able to set up tennis there in time, but it's gonna be okay. It's like they just need to find an opportunity to get out of this defensive situation.
That was definitely a misinput. But gotta keep it slow. Jordan once again momentum bursting. He's feeling himself.
We went for the air throw again, but still to no avail.
Staying a little floaty now, keeping the pressure. I'm just deciding to back up and go for another meteor setup, and this is at least what would be a full combo, but I would have probably bursted that. Oh man, well let's see what happens.
Oh, Mandala.
Now we got Mandala and we got Heat Riser Cross, so it's gonna come down to this next mix-up. Oh, what a genius 2C!
You know.
Okay, that resets things a little bit, and Hero's got a little bit of life. Let's keep it coming.
Oh no! Oh, try to bait the burst there. Okay, very. Jordan definitely
Hero
killing
knows.
themselves here. But you know, now without the persona, no opportunity for them to burst at all. Poison and JC sealing the deal.
It. Jordan with a nothing short of a beatdown on Hero in this grand final set. But big congratulations to all of our competitors, and big congratulations to Jordan for winning the Persona Fight Club monthly number 7. Do you have an air horn? Blast an air horn if you got an air horn.
Soundboard
Marvelous.
coming clutch.
Soundboard? Yeah. There it is. Good stuff. Big congratulations too, and big shout out to Hero too. Just a true competitor, and a very, very tough cookie on their own right, and a very well deserved second place. So
Absolutely. We had no shortage of amazing matches here once again. Just been crazy matches left and right. Congratulations to our champion, Jordan, being the Aegis Slayer, the hero to all, it seems.
That's it. Wonderful. All right, and big thank you to all of our viewers. Thanks so much for joining us on this wonderful tournament. I hope you guys had a great time. And be sure to keep a lookout, because obviously great stuff is coming. Get ready for that Dark Hour circuit. And if we still got time to claim those codes, claim the codes.
Or else. Yep, and also, don't forget, Combo Breaker is going to be happening next week, and Persona is going to be a side event there being held by Tabby, so be sure to tune into that next week as well. Not a tournament you want to miss for sure.
100%, it's going to be fantastic.
Alright, so with that, it's time to say adieu, unfortunately. You know, the good times cannot always last forever, but you know, I had a blast commentating this amazing tournament with you, Necro. Thank you so much again for pulling through and coming in to commentate with me here.
And give a big shout out, a big round of applause for Grim for doing literally everything. I just sit here and talk, but this guy's, he's talking, he's running, he's doing the whole 9 yards. So it's a pleasure, truly.
But you know, most importantly, thanks to you, the viewers here, coming to chill out with us, enjoying this amazing game with us that definitely needs more love than it gets. You know, spread the word about this amazing game. Show people these tournaments, you know, get more people playing Persona. That is the ultimate end goal at the end of the day. Am I right or am I right?
You're 1000% right. Blast that air horn again.
Oh my god.
Oh, sorry. I didn't. Okay,
No, I got it. I got it.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
No,
Yeah,
it's too
let's go.
You asked for the air horn, you get the air horn.
The moment has not passed. All right. Well, thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in, and enjoy the rest of your Sunday.
For sure.